It's
Alright, I'm turning this on streaming because I just sent Aaron the stream. Yep.
okay.
All the, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, I'm turning this on streaming because I just sent Aaron the stream. I'm gonna get some feedback there.
And the pants. And the pants.
Oh shit. Why did I do that? I had my...
Oh, bad day.
Here's a little behind the scenes. If I'm not prepared for a game night, I've got this website that generates random combat encounters. And to do it.
Okay, I looked up blonde female monk. These look more accurate to like D&D avatars, but
Let's see. Urban humanoids. That's who you'd fight in a city, right? Urban humanoids?
yeah.
And you like encounters that are borderline probably gonna kill you, right?
Sure.
That's good, because that's what you're getting. I believe that no one is getting online.
Yeah, I don't think you guys come.
Well, everyone is typically late.
Yeah, but the second I was like, well, this is the only day I can do. And they were all like, well, fuck you.
You've got a weird schedule. I don't like...
I know.
I don't think there's anything that can be done other than you're gonna miss some days.
I know. It's just kind of a bummer.
Either that or we play like once a month, and that's not enough for me.
Well, that and also it's just sort of like everyone's like, I don't feel like it. I'm like, this is literally the only time I can do. Can you just like But I get it. I've got a weird schedule to work around. It's only another month and a half. And then hopefully before too long I'll be on a regular schedule, like a normal human being schedule.
Did we buy Mordekainen's Tome of Foes?
No.
We have Monster Manual, Player's Handbook, Volo's Guide, and Xanathars. We don't have Motor. Okay, never mind. Burr, burr, burr.
I'm trying to D&D female. Let's see if I get any interesting.
There is nothing like that.
Well, I was picturing her with long hair, but this one kind of works.
I feel like... So, I'm using this random encounter generator, and it's like... There's this monster, and it's in Rise of Tiamat, and... It's a fucking liar, because I don't see it. What is it? What is a dragon wing? What's a spell list? It's a humanoid.
Oh, this one is cute.
Okay, what you got now? I like that. Kind of avatars?
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. And then also this one works
Oh,
well.
yeah, that's why we don't throw up Discord on the screen.
What did you just see? Oh, the first one I sent you.
Yep.
It's fine. I don't see any movies.
Second one's pretty good too.
The first one's a little bit like the way she's dressed and like what she's got is a little bit more what I was leaning to, but the like look of the second one is a little bit. I don't know. I may go with the second one.
Did I give you, or did I send you the link for the stamper?
Can you send it again?
If I can find it. Let's see. D&D 5e token stamper. Token stamp. Roll Advantage. Oh, this sounds like it. This episode is sponsored by Roll Advantage, where you can make all the tokens you want out of stuff that you steal on the internet.
Yay! Drop, and it's here to start. Okay. Yeah, this is the one you sent me before. Even though I think in the long run I made Clay do it.
Clay enjoys it, so.
But yeah, I think it was less like I made him do it and more of he offered to do it, and I was like, yeah, you're good at that. Much better than me. Whoop. I drag and drop the image in, and it just like auto did where it focused on her midsection, so her head's not showing, but it's like focused in on her boobs.
Hey guys, sorry I fell asleep.
Well, you're the only other one here, so I'm thinking this might not happen.
Clay's on his way home. He should be here in 10 minutes.
Oh, I thought you were saying he just wasn't going to tonight.
Yeah, I thought Scott and Numio were going to be here.
I think Scott cannot make it,
Oh.
but
That's that one. Scott and Jeff, rather.
Let's see. Yeah, Jeff said he couldn't because of stuff, and then later when we said, well, we may just hop on and do like a little high introduction type thing, he said he might come by.
Yeah.
if I got 3 people, I'll do this. I just need a majority, and then maybe y'all won't die.
Yeah. That's not worked out for me. Like, very rarely, the few times we've done it.
You have not died yet.
Yeah, and I burned everything to
That
do
is
so.
that is the goal. Like,
Yeah.
so this game isn't built around like what can you do over one combat encounter. It revolves around what can you do with a chain of them strung together.
No, these were just the one encounters that I burned everything because there were only 3 of us.
Yeah, well, those weren't balanced for 3 people. Oh wait, that was when y'all were doing the y'all were in that tomb, right? Or no, the dungeon where you fought Pharaoh or captured him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not tweak those.
Yeah, that was a bit much, and then there was the instance where I got stuck almost running the dungeon myself, the prison last time. So
I mean,
that's why I skipped on that, because I didn't want to die running it solo.
That's absolutely fair. Like the way that played out, it could not have played out any better for you, given the circumstances.
Oh yeah. It was either going to play out the worst possible or that way.
I wonder if there's going to be repercussions for that.
Well, I'm sure there are. I'm still down to go back and unfuck that situation. I just didn't want to unfuck it myself.
Just think, y'all could have done 2 combat encounters concurrently.
And there's still a shit ton of shiny in there.
There's a lot of shiny in there. I don't
There's
know.
definitely reason to go back. My only goal was to get that asshole to the boat, and then we could go back. But
Oh,
Then
Okay.
Smokey wandered off and decided she didn't love us anymore.
Well, she's very tiny, but I have a.
I have a very important question, Pikey.
Oh God.
Does
What's that?
Garnet still have your hat?
No. I
What?
thought Clay took it off of him before he shoved him on the boat and
I,
hit the little kid with it because he was being an asshole.
I'm sure y'all hit the little kid with something, but I do not remember the boat being. I mean the hat being taken away from him. So I'm asking explicitly, would you have taken the hat away from him, knowing he is going off somewhere unequipped?
I would think so. Because Clay was disguising him from that point.
Okay, so he does not have the hat.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see if he lives or dies based on that.
Yeah. Oh, if he lives or dies, that's on him. I got him on the boat.
Hey, Sean, how do I make a token bigger so y'all can see it? 'Cause right now it's just in one tiny, tiny little square.
Where? Oh, right here. Is that good?
Ah! Yeah, okay. Now you can see it. There she is.
Godzilla!
Yolanda Smash!
Oh my God, is her name Yolanda? Oh
Her name
God.
is Yolanda. Yolanda Chorister.
Oh,
She is
oh my!
mostly monk, a little bit of sorcerer.
Can she get bigger? Like, can she do this that is happening on the screen?
I don't think so. Maybe if I flow enough key through me. Starting at second level, you're trained.
I'm picturing Dragon Ball Z where they turn into the giant monkeys. Except probably less monkey.
Probably less.
No promises. Something's going wonky with my camera. I'm not seeing either of y'all.
Yeah, I don't see you, and Pikey's camera never popped up, so.
Yeah, I see black screens for both of you.
I only see a black screen for Sean, and yours is the normal, like, green.
I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna close the bro.
Oh,
Wait.
Sean, you're back.
Yay, I'm here. It's nice being here. On our way. I should have left the please wait sign open. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Woo!
Please wait sign on that Twitch stream.
I'm doing it on YouTube this time.
Oh, interesting.
Gonna see how that goes.
Oh, we never put in my fancy items that you gave me.
Nope, you should do that and figure out what they do.
That's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I haven't got a chance to really.
I think you could search for them in the compendium and drag and drop them into your inventory. But I don't know.
Scroll back up where you listed everything. I should have. And, have the conversation about the god boyfriend.
He's gonna be great. I'm excited to figure out who he is.
The god boyfriend.
Yes. She's dating a demigod, and that's why she's part sorceress. She doesn't realize it, but he like gave her magical powers to protect her because he worries about her.
I bet he does.
He's Valcor, patron of sailors.
Is he the god of seamen?
Please don't say that.
Oh, it's too late. It is way too late.
The Ring of Mind Children. I think that was one. Yeah.
I cannot wait to take advantage of the Ring of Mind Shielding.
Jeez.
Like, you know what happened to Numi Aethergard? He got put in a hammer.
No, that wasn't the mind shielding, I think. That was. Oh, wait, yeah, no, it is. That's the one that when you die, you go into it.
Oh, wow. Get absorbed into the weapon.
Well, it's a ring, but I'm sure we could forge it into a weapon for funsies.
Sounds like a weapon already.
I didn't even notice before that you can make the ring itself invisible. Not you, just the ring.
You don't want them to know that you have this fancy ring.
Creatures can telepathically communicate with you if you allow it. That's nice. So I took that. Hey, cool. And then she's also got the Ring of Protection. He likes to give her jewelry.
Jewelry and... What? I don't remember what I gave you.
Oh yeah, this one gives me +1 AC and saving throw. Then there's the Purse of Holding.
Yes. That's a fun one.
The first of holding.
I found the list, and I was really stretching the imagination a little bit when I thought of the wind fan. I don't know if that's a good one, but I was like,
That one didn't make as much sense as the rest of them, but
like I was like, maybe he got her a fan to like keep her cool or something. I don't. I'd run out of ideas at that point.
Quarterstaff +2. And that one just automatically. Okay, good.
That's what I can do.
And then Wind Fan.
It also let you cast that spell, so I was like, oh, that's kind of the beginnings of being a sorcerer.
Well, that and like he's what tempestuous storm person.
Oh, that I'm gonna that was the plan all along.
Yeah, saying as you gave me that before we knew who he was, but
It's psychic powers. DM knows best.
for some reason you can only use it once a day, but it gets recharged at dawn. So if I use it like 5 minutes before sunrise,
Then yeah, you need to like. You know why he got it for you?
why?
If you ever like every day, you can like blow out your hair, or every day once.
And knock myself silly in the process.
He's not a bright god.
But he's jolly.
He's very happy about himself.
So
That is something awful sounding. Restore? Reset? There we go.
That's cool. You have 2 attacks, and then I can do a flurry of blows, add another 2 attacks. I also like randomly selected the stuff I can do. I didn't actually look up what it can do, so I'm learning. Oh, I can do disengage as a bonus action if I spend a key point.
Ooh. Oh, key points. This is why I like playing a fighter champion. You don't have to worry about anything other than smash.
Your speed is increased by 15 feet when you're not wearing armor. And at 9th level, hey, I'm at 9th level. Oh wait, no, I'm not, because I'm double. But at 9th level, I can run along vertical surfaces and across waters without, like, just normal.
But you're not at 9th level.
I know, but
You're like, all of a sudden I have draconic blood or some shit.
why does my blood hurt? I deflect missiles. So between me and Tila, we could just be catching all these arrows.
Catch all the arrows.
I think Clay just pulled up.
The problem is that wasn't the whole plan that my character was going to be introduced through Scott?
Don't worry, I got some.
I got some.
He didn't actually say why he couldn't make it. It was just after Jeff asked if we could move it to next week. He was just like, oh, guess this week's bust.
It happens when we do like spur of the moment things, because I was not anticipating actually doing it tonight until way earlier. Oh, that's not right.
I was going to do the other game tonight.
That is bright and shit.
And then after I got everyone to move it, that's when everyone started falling out. So I'm like, well.
Got a malfunction that I gotta fix. Whoa, there we go. That's way better, isn't it? That's not right. Get there, crap. Okay.
I've got one thing called evasion where
Yeah.
when it's a dexterity save that, like, if you pass, you only take half damage. I take no damage, and if I fail it, then I only take half damage. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
It's been a very long time since I've played them over.
Yeah, we're playing tonight. It was in D&D chat, and I told you.
You know what? I've never played a monk.
Actually-
I've never played anything.
They were trying to if there was a majority who was going to play. D&D said we could, and Jeff said he was probably going to make it, but he hasn't, and Scott hasn't made it. So.
Well, Scott never said he was going to.
Or, yeah, Scott said he couldn't make it, and Jeff said he might.
I think he said he would.
No, the last thing Scott said was
I mean, no.
telling me to.
Oh,
Hey, Jeff?
Jeff says, I suppose I could possibly hop on tonight.
Yeah.
To me, that says, I'm going to get on.
Yeah.
I don't deal in possiblies.
So does anyone know if he's back with his ex-wife?
I have no idea.
I didn't know he had an ex-wife. So, no.
Yeah, the woman that was living with him, that had the baby.
That's whose baby that was. I wasn't sure if it was like a family member's or...
No, that was his ex-wife.
Huh. Wait, does he have a kid?
He does not.
No.
Oh. She just came with a kid.
I'm sure there's a backstory that we don't need to stream.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, not at all. Are you still streaming? I thought you were doing the please waiting thing.
I don't think it's still please waiting.
Hold
Well,
on.
I don't
look.
believe it.
Somebody should check.
No, it's a. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's streaming.
Having a good time. Ooh.
My camera's pointed up. I can't see you or the reflection, Clay.
Ooh, is Clay getting naked?
Yep.
No. Clay's already naked.
Okay,
It wasn't naked.
Well, Pikey's camera doesn't work, and I can get banned from YouTube. No, wait, all our content's on YouTube. No.
You just gotta sign up for YouTube Red.
I'm not. You know what? I'm just gonna start streaming our shit on Pornhub.
Hey.
There's a lot more viewers on there.
Well, they've got an awesome social media team. They might promote it.
Yep.
This is true. Whoever runs their Twitter is fucking amazing.
Well, the same person gets on Reddit and does AMAs and talks shit about, like, YouPorn the whole time.
For some reason, everybody's cameras keep cutting out.
I just did a reconnect because the browser's being funky.
Yeah, I could see both of yours, and then 5 minutes ago, all that ended. I can only see mine. That's staring at the Jack
I
portrait
think you're
behind
gonna
it.
have to restart your computer, Pikey.
Yours, yeah, isn't showing. I got Sean's back.
Fun.
Having a good time. Oh, I know what I wanted to do.
Yes. I'm a little confused on how Radiant Sunbolt works. Top. Hold on. Top. Yeah, I come in quieter than you, but I come in. Yeah, you're not coming in at all anymore. Yeah, Aaron just confirmed. Can't hear you at all anymore.
There we go. Bam. Is that better? Am I in? Am I in and popping? Test.
Okay, yeah. I always have to wait for the echo to actually hear if you're there or not.
Perfect. I'm going to test some.
Whoa, that was a weird cat noise. Okay, Sean, we can't actually make out what you're saying. It just sounds like.
Okay, I know what that does now.
But what about this one? Testing.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, baby.
No! I guess that works for aliens.
Is this one good? Oh, this is great.
There's an auto-tune function.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Are you just gonna leave
this one? Yeah. Oh wait, that's one.
how about this one? Bow, chicka, bow, wow. This is Echo 1.
Slow echo, but yeah.
This is 2 for 1. Ooh. Yeah, this is the best one. Oh.
Mom? Yeah?
Need a towel.
Get a towel.
I accidentally called him Mima.
Yeah, I know you called me Mimo. That's weird.
Oh, that's awesome. It picks up my keystrokes.
Wait, auto-tone your keystrokes.
Yes. Hold on. Let me...
It's the most musical.
Oh, hold on. Here we go.
It's the most musical. It sounds like a synth.
Here we go. Beautiful.
Musical. It sounds like a synth.
Beautiful. We're gonna go ahead.
Source.
Oh wait, didn't turn that off yet.
Are you just gonna leave it on?
There we go. Yes.
Oh, now you sound boring.
I'm sorry. That's my regular voice.
No one
Oh,
wants to
boy.
hear your regular voice.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that this app, I spend $20 on it. I can sound like Thanos.
What? Okay, what?
If I spend $20 on this app, I get access to Thanos. I can talk like him. It's great.
Nice.
I
But
think I got my shit fixed. We'll
they're
see.
also like
Yay.
the free voices for this app change every day. So I can't ever plan to play a character that is like the voice. I just have to be like, okay, what is the voice today? Okay, today
I am T-Pain.
oh, it's great.
I can see me. I can't see anyone else.
I can't see you either. You know,
Don't know.
I can
Yeah,
hear.
still can't
okay,
see you.
hear my voice.
Mikey, Joseph is on the store, or is heading to the liquor store to buy the supplies for Sunny D's, because he said that if he did not provide you with Sunny D's, that you would decapitate him.
No, I would do terrible things to this happy car in the name of Wes.
I would say Wes would be happy about that. I just told him not to pour it on your head.
Yeah, I mean, at very least, don't drop the empty glass on my head afterwards. That's just injury to insult.
Is it?
We'll tell him I do appreciate it, but I swear to God, if he's just fucking around and drinks all those Sunny D's before I get there.
My brother got Sunny D's before you did. He didn't realize he was drinking Sunny D. Oh, I see you. It was at my New Year's Eve party like a couple years ago, and he was drinking screwdrivers. And when he wasn't looking, I started pouring Sunny D into it instead. And he took a sip and went, "Why is this delicious now?"
Yeah,
And then he got trashed.
these things happen.
Okay, I'm trying to reconnect to video, and I'm not seeing shit.
Yeah, I don't see you. I see everyone but you.
I don't see Clay.
His camera's just pointed up.
Oh no, it's the
Oh, it's
Red
black.
Wings logo. It's the Red Wings
Oh,
logo.
I see Danielle now.
That's just
Now-
what I look like, Danielle.
You just now have permanently changed your face to that logo.
God damn it.
Okay,
Every time you'll fix something, all of mine breaks, and I can't see anyone now again.
Does everything break? Or just...
I'm gonna disable that.
You don't
So
want
I have no problem seeing Danielle. It is the best coast people who I cannot see.
to. Can't help you. I've rebooted and updated my computer and reloaded, switched to the Opera browser. I'm done fucking with it, basically.
Oh no.
Well, I got 3 people. I think I can't tell if Clay is sitting at his seat. Is Clay sitting at his seat?
Yes.
All right. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. He sent off Garnet on a boat, a cruise of some sort to Baldur's Gate. After quickly leaving the the prison. I think that's the best way we could describe that. And I think Numeraguez is still indulging in tasty snacks at the butcher's place.
The deli counter.
Yeah, he's still there as far as you know, and we have no idea where he is right now, so we'll figure that out. And I think that's where we're at, guys. I want to start off with, did y'all call it a day after the prison break?
I figured we were going to reconvene and talk about all the shit that I saw in the prison that I avoided hastily. That it's an issue and I'm worried about it.
Okay, that's absolutely fair.
Because obviously the council has knowledge and approval of it if you need the council's permission to seek it out.
Okay, so you would, I would say that at this point you would try to gather up the party, but Davril and Numeragas are missing in the city somewhere, and you don't know where they are.
Yeah, and Tila, I don't know if you noticed, but there's some big-titted blonde chick following us around. Do you have any idea who she is?
Guess what?
Following us around yet? All I know is smoking
Yes,
water.
well, it's after
That's actually
Kids
Godzilla.
Tour is helping medical centers support dead friends.
So,
Gaming.
as far as I know, Tila and Silmorn can have this discussion about what
They're the VR.
they'd like to do about the prison,
Yeah.
and we will introduce Danielle's character after that discussion.
So as far as I know, it's just me and Silmorn at the docks, and we've just put Dude on a boat, Garnett on a boat, and sent I already forgot that useless cunt's name back to the Bard College.
Jeffrey? You
Jeff.
forgot the useless cunt's name. He has a
Yeah.
name. It's Jeffrey.
Okay, I'm putting
Very
phone back
useless.
in.
Um,
Hold on.
Okay.
Very annoying.
Wait, you forgot my timer.
So Silmorn,
Hang on, I'm going to mute Danielle.
You're still gonna lay down in bed.
yeah, I muted her.
All right, what's
And then
up?
you go to sleep after you're done.
So I know I was just briefly sending instruction about shit being fucked at the prison, but there is a lot of bad there, and it is apparently it is condoned by the council. Because you need council's permission to go in and see the prisoners. There was a lot of gold in there. Like a lot.
Well, it's a good thing fucking Armin isn't around.
Very true. He would have just barged in.
Gotten us all killed at the same time.
Well, to be fair, it was hard to get past that little wind wall thing without a quote-unquote permission.
Did you show proper respect? Because that's usually a good way to go.
I just used the turkey to circumvent proper respect.
Works for me. So what's going on in there other than a lot of gold and nefarious bad things with no detail?
The detail was that there's a mad scientist of sorts with two, I think they were bugbears next to him.
I think you'd remember Earth Elementals.
Earth elementals, that's what it was. And there was also a room of bugbears.
All right.
And such.
Um,
Were they guarding the gold, or was that the room before the gold? I didn't write any of this down, obviously.
This happened. How long ago this happened? This happened like 20 minutes ago, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tila would definitely remember she saw a tinkering mad scientist guy and two Earth Elementals, a bunch of undead abominations on the next level, and then a bunch of, I think, three Dragonborn that looked like Numeragas, two robed humanoid guys, and a hobgoblin with a big sword, I believe.
all right. So having heard Tila describe all of this in great detail and given Silmorn's past as, having been imprisoned in the Underdark, does any of it sound familiar to him?
Let's do a history roll. Tila, would you have described the glowing necklace gear to Silmorn?
That he was tinkering?
No, that the Dragonborn were wearing.
Actually, everyone on that first floor had a necklace that was glowing. Like,
Oh,
more of
yeah.
like a manacle around their throat that was glowing blue. So let's...
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a history check, I think, Silmorn. Okay, Silmorn would absolutely know that those things being described were collars of domination. Do those words mean anything to you, Clay?
Not particularly, but they mean something to the Google machine.
Okay, well, I don't know if they are a D&D thing. I know domination is a spell thing.
Collar of Domination is a Warcraft item. But
it is a collar that and Silmorn, I guess, would know this, that that controls people, forces them into some sort of servitude.
Dominate person?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, I can do that.
I think, yeah, you can. Except you use other things to do that, don't you?
Yes. Not the collar.
Not the collar, but the booty or something?
No, I actually picked up the spell.
Oh.
Alright, so it's just a super strong charm.
Yeah.
And
he somehow got it for everyone on the first floor, and there were collars on all the prisoners, but the prisoners' collars weren't glowing.
Did they look the same, aside from the lack of glow?
I believe, as they were described to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, they looked the same, they just weren't glowing.
Yes, that is accurate.
Alright, so that is some pretty serious magic. Dominate person is not something that any amateur can cast. So...
Yeah, the scientist that was tinkering was by two very prone earth elementals that I had the impression were waiting on his command. So...
Okay, so now we've got...
disturbing.
Powerful magical artifacts and earth elementals. Yeah, I think this is out of our depth right now, just the two of us for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm personally afraid to go and confront the council head on about it because...
Oh yeah, that's definitely not in my playbook.
No.
You've made contacts at the Bardic College. Do you think that they may be of use?
I don't... No, Jeffrey is useless, but he may help me again, but... I mean, I did get Garnet to pseudo-safety, but I'm not sure. Other than that, like, I'm pretty much wanted at the Bardic College.
Okay, well then we won't go there.
Yeah.
I actually have an idea. Why don't you come with me through this doorway?
Okay.
And then Silmorn is going to pop out that card and open up a door to the magic shop.
Excellent. Do I need to open up a magic shop list, or?
I mean, it's not going to hurt because at some point I'm going to want to see it.
Yes.
But for now, I'm going to ask Tila to describe these necklaces with no context, just the necklace, and see if the provisioner here has any idea.
Okay, so the necklaces weren't really necklaces so much as manacles around their necks.
Yeah, I mean they're collars, but
right.
They're magic items, and he may know where such a thing would be acquired.
Sure. Go ahead and greetings, customers. Welcome back.
So Tila, this is the the gentleman I was telling you about, if you'll describe the collars, maybe he can help us figure out something about them.
Oh, you have something for sale?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Everything's.
Let's not get hasty.
Oh,
I do have a question. As you walked in, Silmorn, did you look in the mirror?
Of course not.
Okay.
Pointedly looking away from the mirror every time I walk into this shop.
Okay.
you and mirrors.
Doesn't work out well.
No, they do not.
Does okay. So you have jewelry for me?
I have questions about jewelry.
Okay. I would love to buy some jewelry.
As as I lean into the counter.
Oh.
Oh,
Bringing out the goods, so to speak.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely leaning into the counter and twirling.
Okay, this is like an elderly gnome looking guy with a scraggly beard, but
Doesn't matter.
He is paying attention.
Well, I heard that this was the best magic shop in town.
This is the only magic shop in town.
Doesn't matter. And you are the most knowledgeable
Oh, you flatter me.
patron of the magic arts for miles around. And if anyone was to be asked these questions, you are the man to seek out. Am I speaking to the right guy?
You are speaking to the best man for your questions.
So, have you ever come across a manacle of sorts that would be glowing and radiating what felt like oppression?
You mean like where would you see such, or where did you see such an object? Context is important when we're discussing magic.
Let's just say on an unwilling.
It sounds like you've got some sort of necklace with magical powers to, you say, oppression? Like, is someone being oppressed or controlled, or
I got the impression that he was not his own man.
Okay, that sounds so. Before, a long time ago, and no, I'm assuming gnomes live longer than 100 years. Can someone correct me on that?
That's right.
Okay,
DM said it, so.
Gnomes live forever, so they remember things that happened a long time ago.
In the way back
when it was convenient for the plot, the prisoners were kept in check. Like, prisoners of war were kept in check with manacles so that they would be prevented from attacking their captors. But that magic hasn't been used in a very long time. Does that help?
It does help, but why has the magic not been used in a very long time? Is there a ban or a band on it, or a ban on it, or was the magic lost?
I mean, I would say that it's absolutely barbaric. We don't take prisoners like that anymore. Typically, if we have an issue, we put people to work in other ways to pay their debt to society. We are much more cultured than we were that long ago. I mean, the military may still use them in combat situations, but that's only so we don't have to kill people. I would say in the city, they shouldn't be used at all. We have, like I said, other ways for prisoners to repay their debt to society.
And I agree completely. But how were these prisoners released from such a thing when the ban went up, or when a new way was found?
Typically, the crafter of said manacle can remove them. Yes, I think either the crafter or someone else would have to be knowledgeable enough to remove them.
Someone else knowledgeable, so in case the crafter wasn't available, I mean, What
yes,
would you do in that case?
if the crafter was unavailable, it would be best. I think it would be best to keep any people under control by the crafter in a safe place so they would not hurt themselves. But as far as removing it, you would need a very skilled mage that could deal in some sort of magic to break magic, so to speak.
So when you say the crafter, are we talking a smith, or are we talking a mage, or someone who does both?
It could be both or a combination. If you had two people, you would definitely. I mean, that would be more difficult, but typically the people that crafted the collars also imbued them with magic to
Okay,
keep these guys in check.
so we're talking mage smiths then, not just a mage that goes and buys collars off the street and then
Probably
does
not.
his own thing to them.
The collars would have to be like specially crafted with magical materials to do so. There are blacksmiths in the city that deal with magical materials, but they don't typically allow for them to be imbued with magic. It's more of the armor reacts to the magic. This is very much a magical item that was also infused with magic, if that makes sense.
Do you know of any such person who could craft such an item?
Not in the city.
Where then?
I wouldn't even. Maybe the elves. They might know something about that, but
Who knows?
they are much more finicky with their prisoners than we are here in Waterdeep. But other than that, I don't think anyone in recent history has created or used these. Not since that war about 15, 20 years ago.
Well, I think you
Disregard the 15 to 20. There was a war that happened. I don't know how long ago it happened.
Yeah.
That war years ago.
That war years ago.
Well, as long as we're here, I would like to peruse the shelves.
Oh,
And while doing that, I want to try to glean some more information about any blacksmiths that may be able to craft magical items, and check those people out as well afterwards.
Okay. Let me grab the magic shop.
And let me grab my book then.
I was doing development on it today, and it now has spell scrolls, but they broken as shit. So let me remove those. Oh, that didn't break everything, right? Oh, there we go. Bam. All the items available in the magic shop currently.
Let's see. Are there prices associated with those items?
There are. It requires a little bit more effort to pull up.
Oh, did you just send it to Clay?
I posted
No, it's in chat.
Game chat. If you have a specific... At some point, I'm going to craft this Excel sheet in something that functions better. Until then, do you see something specific on the list that you would like him to price?
The Iron Stone, the Sword of Wounding, the Mithril Arbor, the Sword of Life Stealing. As a start.
Okay. The Iron Stone is... The Iron Stone is 1200 GP. Let me do this. And you said the...
The two swords and the Mithril Armor.
I'm looking for the Mithril Armor. And you don't want to look at the swords right now. Just take my word for it. You don't want to deal with the swords right now.
Because they're impossibly priced.
Sure.
Alright, so how about that information on the blacksmiths?
There's one blacksmith in the city. He's this dwarven gentleman down the road. Well, he was down the road. Now he's in that purple dome. He was probably the best smith in the city. He tends to craft things that no one else can. But he's been lost in the dome for as long as the dome has been around.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yes. Clay, I want you to specifically know that when you start asking about swords, it's like the blacks, or it's like the shop doesn't hear you, and it's like this presence in the back of your mind that's saying, "Wait."
Okay. It's not that fucking mirror, is it?
I wouldn't say that. No. This is you feel the presence of Hala.
Okay. So I will heed to that then. Where are the frickin' magic items in the DMG? Found them last time I looked.
They are like.
Here we go, magic item table.
At some
What was it?
Like getting a compilation of all this shit is a pain in the butt.
It is.
And you can the compendium should have all these listed if you search for them explicitly.
Oh yeah.
Since we bought all those books. Oh, we didn't buy the DMG though, did we?
I don't remember.
I see mithril armor.
Yeah, the mithril armor's in a whole bunch of different things. So, how much gold does Silmorn has? 1.
He has 1 gold?
He sent up gold for 1 item. Or one of those 2 items, rather.
You could always try haggling. Or trading?
Yeah, he's got nothing of value. Yeah, I just did that. All right. Yeah, so I'm actually going to cast... No, I'm not. That's a bad idea.
You gotta cast a spell in the...
No, I'm not going to. Like I said, it's a bad idea.
I'm interested to see
Silmorn definitely starts to twist his hand and then thinks otherwise of it.
He's like, I think I want to steal something, but maybe not.
Yeah, you know, old habits and whatnot.
He's trying to be more honorable, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't go so far as to say honorable, but definitely less of a cunt.
That's fair. As soon as Smokeen is gone, he wants to be less of a cunt.
Well, we've been working on this for a while.
He's been trying to grow as a person.
Smokeen just decided to leave once it started happening.
At some
She didn't
point,
want
you're gonna
her
run into
prejudice
Smokeen.
Dispelled.
Like, at some point, I expect someone to be a completely changed person and see Smokeen in Waterdeep somewhere, and Smokeen's not going to know how to interact with him.
See, I expected to be like, sees Smokeen and it just brings back old habits, and he makes a total, backlash.
All right, so the only smith we know of that could make these collars is trapped in the dome, and this guy's given us some information, but nothing actionable.
Other than going into the dome, which I don't think yet.
We've not, but I'm not really keen on doing it without
No,
You
I'm
know.
with you.
without the rest of our people.
Yeah, without finding them.
So, do you think that you could perchance sniff out a stinky dragon in this den of smells that is Waterdeep?
You want to go fight a stinky dragon?
No, I'm
Or
looking
are you
for
looking-
Jeff.
Oh, you're looking for Jeff.
Last I saw him, he was eating garlic and olive stuffed pieces of horse meat. So he's probably got a pretty peculiar smell about him.
As far as I know, like
He's got to have a
stuff.
peculiar smell. I mean, he typically does. But
He does, but as far as I can tell, like it's just such a huge city. Like I'm all but nose deaf.
Okay.
But I believe we can. Like, why don't we go to the deli counter and?
Yeah, I mean that is the last place we saw him. That seems reasonable.
It's a bumbling dragon. I'm sure he leads a trail of destruction.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. So we will take our leave of you, Mr. Shopkeeper.
well, if you have any collars for sale or you procure any, I'll definitely buy them off you.
Yeah, what's your offer for a collar?
Well, I would have to see them before I can make such an assessment.
How about for a tiefling?
Fuck you.
And then, Silmorn elbows Tila in the shoulder.
Tila is not for sale.
The gnome explicitly blushes and has no idea how to respond to you.
And then we leave.
Mhm.
And he
I
like
wink at him on the way out.
and as you walk out, he stammers, "We'll come back soon." Let's swap over to our new favorite monk and see how she's doing,
Hang on.
so we can figure out a collision course for y'all.
That's a monk? I thought she was role-playing Jaina from Warcraft.
Well, I mean, we originally planned on her being in the magic shop, so I was just sort of waiting for you to say I showed up.
Yeah, that's a good point. we may do a retcon at some
Because
point.
I got no idea where she's going to be now.
Oh, I'm sure she's on a date with Valkyr.
Maybe she's out at the deli counter and can help us find a dragon.
No, she's definitely on a date with Valkyr.
Who's Valkyr?
It's my boyfriend.
It's a demigod.
Oh, right.
I think what is your character's name? Lathander? That is
No, my character is Yolanda.
Yolanda.
The god.
The guy's Lathander. Okay, I think Yolanda and
I cannot think
and
of
her
this.
and her boyfriend are
I
in
can't
fantasy
think of
gumbos
one
right now,
without thinking dishwasher. I've had 3 of them.
and but not in fantasy gumbos, not in the normal seating area. You walked into the restaurant. He points to the waiter. The waiter shows him to the private room that they have, and he's trying to convince you to not go on this adventure that you have hinted at, but you haven't left on yet. And I don't think you have an adventure in mind. You're just sort of testing him. Is that fair?
Yeah. That's good enough. She just needs to get off the water.
Okay. Well, I think you should stay. We can go on a boat ride. It'll be great.
We're always on a boat ride. Never
Yes,
leave the boat.
Yes, because I'm a captain.
Well, you should spend some time on the land. It's
I
fun.
don't like the land.
You never like the land.
I like the seafood. Holy
Which
Jesus,
is why we're at
Cortana
fantasy.
just scared the shit out of me talking at me. Sorry.
For some reason, Jeff can't hear us.
Use your voice or the keyboard along the way.
Why is Cortana talking?
I don't know. She just started talking. It scared the shit out of me.
That's creepy.
If you need an assistive screen reader, press the Windows.
Bearfucker, do you need my assistance?
Is that
Damn.
Clippy?
Sorry.
It sounds like Clippy.
It's Cortana. It's the new Clippy.
Okay, sorry. I'm back. Fucking Cortana, man. Sorry, I had a lapse of. It was like some god was talking to me. And my brain just, I don't know. The seafood's great, though. I love this place. I can't wait to do
Of
more.
course, your guys can always get more seafood. Like, they always get the best seafood.
Well, that's the point, right? We supply
It's like
the
we can
best
always
seafood.
find the best fish.
I mean, we can always find the best restaurants.
Yeah.
Are you dating Aquaman?
More
That
like
was a
Aquaman
pregnant
slash
silence.
Thor. Oh, it wasn't silence. I was talking the whole time. My computer was like
You kind of
spazzed
broke
out.
up for a second.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
perfectly timed.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah.
So to Aquaman, though.
Yeah.
But you should come with me.
I don't think so. I think that the boat is the best place for you because we can have lots of fun on the boat and the fishing and the treasure, like that purse, huh? That was fun.
That's nice, but I mean, there's nobody to punch.
What?
And you know, there's this super great monk competition going on, like just around the corner.
You know what? If you need to go, you need to go. And I just want you to have this. And he pushes a ring across the table. And
Aww.
I think this will look extra good on you when you punch the shit out of the people in the monk arenas.
Well, I generally have to take off all the jewelry so I don't like embed it in the face hole.
You should definitely wear it. And he is always like very interested in you wearing these magical items.
All right.
I don't know how your character would respond to him constantly saying, "Hey, are you wearing that ring I got you?" Or, "Hey, how about that thing I got you? Is it working good?"
Well, we'll find out as the character develops how she responds.
Yes, it'll be great. Holy shit. Discord. We're going to have lots of fun, awkward dates, by the way.
That's weird. Okay, well, but I gotta go. Bye.
Okay, see you later. Next time, same place, the boat.
Wait, where do I find you?
Probably here, or on the boat.
Well, I assumed on the boat.
If you see the boat, you'll know I'm here. You know he has his own boat, and it's super fucking fancy.
Yeah,
like
it's fancy.
It is, like, I kind of, thinking about it now that I know he's a boat guy, I kind of imagine him as like Orlando Bloom in Pirates of the Caribbean, where he comes ashore more often than every like 10 years because he's like something, I don't know. If you haven't seen that movie, then this reference is lost on you.
Does he come up every 10 years just to get fantasy gumbos?
He comes up more often than that, but he drives a boat like that.
Oh, okay.
He drives the boat.
He drives it. That's how you do boats, right?
Yes.
You're the DM. If in this universe one drives a boat, then who am I to argue?
In this universe, one drives a boat. Okay, we'll work on that. We'll work on that scening a little bit later, because I gotta work on his personality.
He's supposed to be jolly, remember?
Yes, I gotta work on him. If he's gonna be an important character, I gotta feel him.
He really shouldn't appear that often, but
he shouldn't. But important NPCs appear when I need them to, and it'll be great. So, I guess you walk out of Fantasy Gumbos and you've got this ring in your hand. Where are you going?
I am. Just walked in with a box of liquor and he's giggling. Oh, Jesus. Blaine, can you see my camera?
Nope.
Oh, Joseph just walked in with a giant bottle of soju.
Yes.
Not really, he didn't.
No, not really a really big bottle, but you know.
1.75 liter.
Yeah.
I mean, not really soju, because the stuff you get in here in the States is not soju.
No.
It's still
Like-
terrifying. Him walking in with a box full of liquor and then laughing.
Yeah.
Maniacally.
If there's like even a modicum of regulation on it, it's not soju. God, my nipples itch so bad.
Oh, was that a new piercing? Oh, hey, I see your camera now.
Yeah, they're redone.
Uh,
A little bigger this time. A little bit more through some scar tissue.
It makes my nipples hurt
Yeah.
thinking about it.
It's just, oh, that's Genro. That's actually a decent brand, but it's still not what you get in Asia.
that's what we've had before, and we really like it.
Well, the thing about soju in Asia is that it's not regulated at all. So like you could buy 2 bottles of the same brand like next to each other on the shelf, and one of them might be like 15% alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
and the other might be like 93% alcohol. And the only way to tell the difference is to drink it and then try to stand up.
Holy shit, I can see somebody else's camera.
Hey, I can finally see all of you.
Yeah.
I can't see Pikey.
So
I can see Danielle. That's it.
we called it soju roulette. Just, you know, you never know what you're going to get.
Until you stand up.
Mix it with some coup, call it a day.
Do you really do that much karaoke over there?
Oh my god.
A lot. Every bar. Everyone.
Dude, rah rah rahs.
Oh yeah, rah rah rahs.
It was like this 3-story karaoke bar right outside the gate to base.
Drink soda for good health.
All you can drink for like $35 an hour. All the karaoke you can sing and all the fucking shitty cheap soju and mixers you can drink.
Good health.
Nice.
And it was called La La Laws, but we called it Rah Rah Rahs.
Because we're racists.
Because racism.
Oh, speaking of racism, I had a guy come in today, and he got called up to a counter next to mine where there's an Indian girl working, and went and sat back down. So I'm like, all right.
Jesus.
So I called the number up. And about halfway through this fucking transaction with this dude, I noticed he's got a fucking swastika the size of my fist tattooed on his forearm.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I can't help you today, sir.
You know, I really wanted to, but at the
I know
same
you
time, I don't
can't.
want to get fucking fired just yet.
Give it a little time.
Yeah. You know, I'm still on probationary status, so I gotta be careful. At a certain point, though, government employee, like, let's fucking do this thing. But yeah, I was like, really? In Bellingham? You've got to be from fucking Linden, dude. Linden's where the South is.
It is.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Anywho, yeah.
They have tractor parades.
Oh, I love a good tractor parade.
They do too.
Don't do that. That was
We
dumb.
still live in the South, so
That's unfortunate. You should come to the Best Coast.
Yeah, I highly recommend.
oh, for some reason my dad decided to give me this whole long talk about how we should move up to the West Coast.
He's right.
Yes,
Not wrong.
I heard your old AC doesn't exist. I don't know if I can live like that.
You know what, though? It's not 1,000 degrees here, so, like, we don't have the AC on, and I'm fine.
There's like 2 weeks out of the year where it gets pretty hot, and you just don't stay in your house during those hours.
Yeah, you go to the beach instead, and you
Yeah.
drink beer and you smoke legal pot.
Yep. Sleep in hammocks. Wonderful.
Okay, well, I think that Yolanda is going to take her ring, and since everything he gives her is not exactly what it seems, she's going to go to Fantasy Magic Shop.
Excellent. We're gonna retcon some shit because I'm stupid. Sorry, guys.
Are we retconning this, or are we going to meet her at the Fight Club?
Ooh.
I was gonna retcon,
Did
but
tell
I
her to
mean,
go-
See, Fight Club was my original idea, was go to the Fight Club.
Didn't he give you that ring and tell you to go punch people with it?
He did
You
tell
gotta
me to go
test
punch
it out.
people.
I mean, it's not exactly a monk contest, but maybe, like, Silmorn hears about this monk contest and decides, like, I should go check that out and maybe, like, smash some monks with a fucking hammer.
I mean, there could be a monk division.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's like, bare knuckle brawling night at the Fight Club.
Or as we're passing by looking, we're just bumbling around.
Yeah.
So we could totally come across a brawl.
She also enjoys just doing feats of strength, so it could be like a lifting competition.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, do you even lift?
She was.
Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't run into as we're just randomly walking around places for Numio. Like, we go to the deli shop and so we know he's gone to the Fight Club, so we try there.
Does he know where the Fight Club is?
Numia's not here, so you're not going to run into him.
Oh, no. But, I mean, we could run into Yolanda looking for
So bad.
I absolutely like the idea of y'all figuring out where you meet. Do that.
He's like, do that. Don't make it. DMP and I'm lazy.
This is totally what we planned.
Like
Where were you on your date?
I do not have to plan every encounter.
Okay, well, we have decided, Yolanda has decided she's going to go to the monk competition and lift some weights and punch some people in the face.
And
And they have really good beer there. And we've been wandering around looking at stupid fucking
you don't
dragon
even
men.
know where this is. You may not even know that it exists. I had to
I
get
don't
some
know.
shady shit from Gundren to fucking find this place.
I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying, like, we're wandering around asking about stuff, and somebody mentions, like, oh god, the Stein they just broke out over there. And
Yeah, I do know a place where some shady characters congregate. We could maybe get some information there if you're down for that. I know that you like to be, an upstanding citizen and go to church on Wednesday nights, but
every now and then, feel a little rowdy.
all right. Well, let's get a little rowdy then.
Sounds good.
And then I'm going to lead Tila through the warren that is the underbelly of the city to the Dwarven Fight Club.
Okay. I absolutely think that. So to do a little bit of expanding on what happened while, like, everyone else was on Grep's adventure and Silmorn was in the city, I think it would be fair to say that Gundren didn't just bring you to the Fight Club that you discovered Hela at. He probably was like, hey, let's go check out this one too. Hey, let's go make some money over here. He probably wanted to drag you to every single Fight Club he could find because he was like, this is how I'm going to make some money.
How many fight clubs do you think are in water? How many Dwarven fight clubs do you think are in Waterdeep?
He probably wasn't very picky after the first 2 or 3 Dwarven ones.
Okay, so then I'm like fighting fucking orcs and bugbears and
Yeah,
shit, which I guess I was doing there anyways.
You're
But
fighting random shit all over the place.
gladiatorial combat.
So
All right, so
think you
let's
would
go to
know-
all the different things.
okay. Let's start you off at the Monk Fight Club for the sake of getting this going.
All right, so Monk Fight Club. Are there any shady characters here, or do I have to retcon that to something else?
There's definitely a shady character there.
Well, I mean, other than that one.
Do you want another shady character?
Just, like we were looking for shady characters that may know something about illegal magic collars.
Okay. Yeah, you could definitely talk to these shady individuals and see if they know things about the collars.
Well, let's go do that then.
Okay, so in you walk up to this this bar, because everywhere is a bar or a tavern, and there's a fight club going on, and there's some bouncers, but this is kind of I wouldn't say this is an upscale fight club, but this is the one where people who are like kind of weirdly into martial arts go.
All right, well, I'm going to just kind of like stare down the bouncers and try to walk past them
All right,
without
so-
paying the cover charge.
All right, see, is Tila trailing behind you? Is she your +1 in this case?
Tila, are you my arm candy?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. You walk up to the bouncer and he looks you up and down, and then you just give him this look, and he gets out of the way. He's like, he lifts his hands up. He's like, he gestures you in, and there's this giant line of people, that are just yelling the whole time, like, the fuck, he skipped the line.
That's how I roll.
Do you say anything to them? Do you look at them? Do you?
No, they don't exist in
They
my
don't
world.
exist. You just walk right by them. Okay. And you walk in, and this is the shady part of town. This fight club, this isn't in the basement. This is in the main room. There is
Perfect.
a boxing ring in the middle of the room. It's surrounded by chairs in like this bar setting with a boxing ring in it, and there's this giant orc up there taking a boxing pose up against this. How much does Yolanda weigh? Is she like 150, soaking wet?
Oh, she's less than that. I think I put her at like 115.
Sure. So you see this like muscular pencil of a lady. This wiry.
Yeah, how short is she?
She's like 5'3".
It sounds like me. Just gonna say.
Okay, so she's pikey sized.
So
Yeah.
you see this like short blonde girl up there moving around and just like, I don't know, is she beating the shit out of the orc? Let's find out.
Do they know things? Let's find out.
So, since I'm in the ring, I'm going to roll, and because she wants to be flashy as fuck. So
Okay.
every time I do an attack roll, I'm also going to do a performance roll to see how much the crowd likes it.
Okay, you want to do like an entertainer roll.
I was going to do it as performance. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Entertainer performance. It's the same thing. Okay. Okay. So how do you want to do an attack roll and a performance roll and take the average?
It's more of like my attack roll shows how well it hits, and my performance roll shows how flashy it is and how much the crowd cheers. Even if I miss, like, was it cool looking?
Okay, you don't care if you hit or miss as long as it was fucking awesome.
Well, I prefer if I hit.
Okay. So in this contest, this is gonna be weird. This orc is not interested in flashiness. This is all for you. But what is the first attack you do against this orc?
So we're going unarmed, right?
No, like we'll do an unarmed thing, and it'll be whatever your role is. But I want to know what flashy thing do you do combat wise?
She does a lot of like spin kicks and like flips and.
Okay. Does she start out with a spin kick right off the bat?
Yeah, we're gonna start out with a spin kick.
Okay, well do your attack roll and we'll see if it hits. Okay, and let's see what he does.
Well, does he not have an AC?
Performance fighting or boxing ring shit is different. Clay got to experience this. So here's how these fights work. We do 3 rolls. You do a roll against yourself, or a roll against the other person, and see who wins. It's basically a roll off 3 times, and you describe to me what you do, and then I roll to see what he does. I roll to see if he just clocks you. He does not have as many bonuses as you do, so we'll see. All right, so you just spin kick the shit out of him. How's this performance-wise? You said you wanted to roll a performance roll too? You see some people like juking their arm and clapping because you just knocked the shit out of this guy in the teeth, and some teeth and blood went flying out of his mouth. We do basically best out of 3 to see if you win this fight.
Okay.
So what is the next move you do?
It's gonna be an uppercut into a backflip.
An uppercut backflip. Okay. Fucking Kid Masters up in here. Oh god. I don't think he can roll that high. He can't roll that high. All right, he's great. You just like knocked him to the ground. You uppercut and do your backflip and go ahead and roll performance. Let's see if you trip on it. No, you don't trip. And it's this most amazing backflip, and he just like falls down on his ass and gets back up. And it looks like he's punch drunk. How do you finish him off?
Flying elbow.
Okay, so some like.
Wait, he's on the ground, right?
Sure, yeah, he's on his butt. He's on his butt with his hands holding himself up, and he looks like he could probably hit you if you get close, but you do something fancy. You tell me what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm still doing the flying elbow just to completely knock him out, knock him down.
Is this like you got up on the post and you're doing an elbow drop kind of thing?
I like shoot someone outside of a chair and jump from it.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Thank God for good rolls.
Okay, he's gonna roll disadvantage because he's sitting down, but he doesn't have to because he rolled a 1. And he's unconscious. You elbowed him right in the mouth. He goes down. Go ahead and roll your performance roll. Let's see how that does.
Now the crowd likes it.
Nat 1.
Oh!
Oh!
20.
And everyone in the crowd is standing up and applauding and shouting about this. And you see some people that are like exchanging money, and somebody's really pissed off.
I finish off by doing like a one handstand push-up thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll performance again.
Oh,
That's too bad. You try to show off the end, and it looks sloppy.
Okay.
Like
I'm a little tired.
You're a little tired. It's a little sloppy. Like the crowd is still kind of into you because of what you did, but you feel bad about that. Like that was you got a little cocky at the end and tried to show off. So Silmorn, I think you saw this tiny little blonde girl. I guess Tila did too. I don't know if Tila did. Tila's kind of short. Was she like on Silmorn's shoulders or standing on something to watch this fight?
No. Not on Silmorn's shoulders, but there's always a handy box nearby.
Okay, maybe you're standing on the bar.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to convince Tila that she should go wrestle this chick, possibly in a inflatable pool full of jello. Sorry, fantasy jello.
Fantasy.
I don't know how Tila would respond to that. I don't want to say she would respond to that.
I could see Silmorn like throw money down on the counter. So I'm like, I got 50 on Tila or something. He did just go peruse the magic shop and need some money.
I need 1 second. I gotta close my door.
Okay, I've completely forgotten how to whisper.
/W space person's name.
Oh, okay. I was trying to do W/.
Yeah. www.
So how's Tila and Silmorn? You're gonna talk to this crazy blonde fighter girl.
Yeah, Tila, are you going to challenge her?
Moving around like a Power Ranger.
But this time, Tila's had a couple of steins in her, and yeah, she's definitely going to challenge her.
I cannot roleplay your characters. You have to do that.
No, not in a threatening sense. I just, I decide to take a swig of my beer, throw it down on the counter as I'm already on the bar. Hop down and say, I got the blonde.
She just waves you over. Gives you a big thumbs up.
Yeah, I got next.
She's grinning ear to ear.
So is Yolanda still in the ring and she's just waving her on up?
Yeah. Come on, yeah!
Has Tila ever climbed into a boxing ring?
I don't know that Tila's ever climbed into a box. I know
So
she had a checkered past where I know she did street brawls, but
in downtown Atlanta, there's an S&M club that has a boxing ring in the middle where I watched Guar play. But
That's fun.
I think that maybe something like that might be in Tila's past.
uh,
I don't know.
I mean, that's up to you, Pikey. Does
no, like I said, Tila has done a lot of things for money before she found she could dance and make money that way.
okay? So she's at home in this situation.
Yeah, she's
Like,
definitely
if not
feeling
from like the
like-
fighting aspect, at least from like the performer aspect.
yes.
Okay, so she just climbs up in the ring. She knows what she's doing. She's a little drunk. A little drunk, a lot of drunk.
Little slightly buzzed.
Hang on, are we talking little drunk for Tila or little drunk? Because those might be different things.
I'm only 2%
not
compared to
drunk
the
at all.
copious amount.
I want to know, is Tila rolling at disadvantage because she's so drunk?
No.
Should we roll to find out?
Can if the DM wants to.
No, I don't care that much. All right, so Smoke.
don't care that much.
So I guess Tila and Smokeen are in the ring.
Are they?
Sorry, not Smokeen. Oh,
Yolanda.
Yolanda and Tila are in the
That's
ring.
gonna take a lot.
No, it's canon now. You said Smokeen's in the ring.
Also, Smokeen's no. I have big
No.
plans for the Balerion family that does not involve them dying in a fight club.
Okay.
So I guess y'all are gonna fight.
Yup.
I would love to know. I think we're gonna do this in 4 rounds, and both of you get to attack once, and both of you get to defend once. Does that make sense?
That sounds like 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Wait. We're gonna do 3 dice rolls and see who wins.
Okay.
So what is roll initiative, because that's what I need. I need to know who goes first.
Fair enough. I don't have my character to click on, but
I believe in you. I will get you a character out.
I am definitely going second.
I'm trying to pull your character out so I can right click you and add you to turn. Why don't you get on the table?
Oh,
There
I
we
didn't do
go.
it. Hmm.
Oh yeah, you're not going first this time. Don't worry, we're gonna roll initiative every single time for every single round because this is fun. D, how do you attack this this rather short tiefling?
I assume no magic and shit like that.
This is obviously a punching club,
Oh yeah, it's a
Which-
fight club.
which means which I'm curious why Tila would get in the ring with this obviously skilled fighter when she's typically using not her fist.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was encouraged.
Encouraged
Yep.
and drinking. Got it.
Yep.
Go, how do you attack, D? What do you do?
I'm trying to decide. Because she doesn't look as big and scary as the last guy, and I don't want to like look like I'm going too hard because that wouldn't appease the fans.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make it look like you're not taking it seriously?
I'm gonna do like a foot kick that's sort of like say you're trying to kick down a door, like one of those flat-footed kicks, and just sort of like knock her in the chest with it.
Okay, kind of like I'm kind of picturing Chun-Li do her kick in Street Fighter. If that
Yeah,
makes
sure.
sense. Sure.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, go ahead and roll your unarmed attack. And what does Tila do?
She tries to kick me.
Yeah, she tries to kick you.
Tila backspins out of the way, or
Backspins
tries.
out. Okay, so you're gonna backspin. So I would say you could make a dex save.
Dex.
Yeah, do a dexterity save.
Where are you, dexterity? There you are. Ooh! Does not go through.
So she just kicks you right into the ropes and you bounce off of them.
Yup, thud.
Go ahead and roll initiative again to see if Tila gets to attack first.
Let's click on my character this time.
Oh, she might. Hey.
So, Tila, how do you respond now that you've been kicked into the ropes and back?
Oh yeah, now that I've been kicked into the ropes and back. Tila's flat on her back. She uses her leg to pop up and then roll towards Yolanda and take her out at the legs.
Okay, so you're trying to do like some leg kick or
Leg
sweeping leg sweep thing.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
Okay, I think that would be an unarmed attack. I don't know if you have unarmed attack. on your
Anyone can
character
do
sheet.
an unarmed
Like,
attack.
I know anyone can do it. I don't know if it's on Tila's character sheet because she typically doesn't kick things.
No, I mean, I have bite and claw from it, but I'm not.
So it's like, what is it? Are you?
I would think that using claw is fair as long as you're not using it to roll damage, just the attack.
Yeah, do that then. Okay,
right.
Yolanda, how do you dodge?
I'm going to try and do like a backflip away from the claw and try and clip her in the jaw as I'm back.
Okay. All right.
You have the rolls tonight. Look at this.
Right?
We're wasting all of our good ones on this RP stuff.
Yeah.
So you go into sweep the legs and you kind of roll up on yourself, I guess. And you just see this foot come flying at your face and you're knocked down again, back on your back. And roll initiative one last time. I think that Tila has lost this fight.
I think so.
So how do you finish her, Yolanda?
Not gonna go as fancy with this one. Just lean down and give her like a quick tap.
Okay.
Quick tap.
Quick tap. Okay, do your quick tap. Fucking A.
Yeah, wild jump appeared.
All right. How do you defend yourself, Tila?
Just say poorly.
Like, I rolled and I was on my knees after the clip to the jaw, and I just flip out of the way.
You just flip out of the way. Okay, let's
Flip out of the way and
You want to do another? You want to do a dex save to get out of the way then?
Like I try and flip over her. I was gonna do acrobatics, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do an acrobatics check. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to flip over her and clip her as I'm flipping.
No.
And I missed entirely.
She
I flipped myself right out of the ring.
you try to flip up, and I think that Yolanda like sees you come flying through the air, and she just
like pop her
pushes
as
you.
she's.
You pop her right down to the ground.
As I'm laying there sprawled, I look up just enough to sit up, and I'm like, I need to buy this woman a beer.
So Yolanda gives you like she's laughing, but it's not like a mean laugh. It's just sort of like she's having fun, and she reaches down and gives you a hand to pull you back up.
Yeah, because there's just been men fighting, and we're like, all right, this is cool. I'm like, I need to go talk with this chick.
While she's pulling you up, she said, "That was fun, little ninja."
You are quite the monk. Can I buy you a beer?
Sure, I'll have one.
What's your name?
I'm Yolanda. Nice to meet you.
Tila. I'll walk her over to the bar. Where Silmorn is still standing, I presume.
You don't seem quite like the type that usually comes out to these. How'd you end up here?
That's a long story. It involves my friend over here at the bar. Yolanda, this is Silmorn.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice job with that. Was it orc? Ogre?
What you
Sean?
were fighting before,
He was an
Tila?
orc.
Yeah, nice
I
job
was
with
gonna
that
say
orc.
tiefling?
No. Hang on, is Tila an ogre? Has she been just sandbagging us this whole time? She's actually 9 foot tall ogre?
She has a curse that makes her a
It's just
tiefling.
been charisma the entire time, tricking all.
Wait, is her name Fiona?
We've been rolling her charisma rolls off screen to see if she can maintain her illusion.
She's been just walking around on her knees the whole time. Thanks. Usually the guys that are that big, they're not that hard because they're so slow. You get all those big showy muscles and it slows you down.
As this is happening, there's 2 big showy orcs fighting in the ring, flexing
Flexing a lot.
a lot. Like less fighting and more flexing.
I like it.
But yeah, that's the background of what's going on.
No, okay.
I thought Jeff got online for a second.
He did for a second.
He did, but he also sent me a message on Facebook because I asked him if he was getting on, and he said probably not.
I have big plans for Numeragas. I need him online. So, introductions have been made. Are y'all gonna buy something at the bar? Or are y'all? What do you want to?
What do they have?
They do not have top shelf anything.
What is their top shelf? Is it Call?
I don't know what
I
that
would
is.
say it's like something. They've just got a keg and it says brew.
Yes,
So, like,
that's
it's
exactly.
this or
They have a keg that doesn't have any like known brands of Waterdeep in it.
It's just got X's.
It's
Oh,
got
God.
X's.
Is it like the Avies beer? It's just a white can with black block letter that says beer?
Yes.
Oh.
Except in the
So-
glass.
Yolanda asked the barkeep, "So what do you have that has fruit in it?"
He shakes his head at you.
Does he say that bar stool?
Yeah. Oh no. He looks at you like deadpan and shakes his head. That's all he says.
Okay, well, I'll just have what she's having.
Okay. Well, he hands you the pisswasser, and he puts out 3 drinks. He puts out 3 drinks and holds out his hand for money.
Someone's just going to stare at him.
I think that works.
Just stare at him.
He picks up his rag and he looks into your eyes and you like see a flash of like, oh shit, and he picks up his rag and starts cleaning the table on the other side of the bar.
I don't have to pay for.
You don't. That's the winner. He's already called.
No, like literally by popular demand means I don't have to pay for.
What?
I posted. I don't have to pay for lodging, food, or drinks.
Hold on.
As long as you've performed there.
Yeah, and I just performed, so.
Is this a skill you have?
No, it's
Yeah.
her
Or it's
background.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's part of that gladiator thing, I feel like.
Excellent. I'm under the impression that your character does not indulge as much as your other one, so
No.
this isn't as useful. You don't get the full benefit, or you don't get the Smokeen level benefit of this perk. But
No.
I can see this turning into a contest as to who can get more free shit.
Oh god.
Wild Jeff appears.
is a Wild Jeff here for realsies? I can hear a
It's
cat.
not super effective.
I hear a cat.
That's
Yeah.
my cat, not Jeff's cat.
I got
Yeah.
nothing then.
He wants me to drown him in the toilet, I believe. That's what that meow translates to.
Now it's
Oh.
time for his pill, which means time for.
So y'all are at the bar drinking.
You haven't by any chance seen a dragon man running around?
I'm gonna say something in undercommon to Tila,
Okay.
and it doesn't really matter what it is. because I don't think she speaks Undercommon. But
I
I think that she
though.
can speak Undercommon.
Yeah. So what is the? I don't understand the point.
I'm trying to get you to understand me in Undercommon so that we can have a private conversation.
Right
Okay.
in front of Yolanda.
Yeah.
Okay. Does this bother Yolanda?
No.
she's just happy to have company. Okay.
That's not like trying to force a magic ring down her throat or make her live on a boat.
Okay.
She likes the boat. She just doesn't want to stay on the boat forever. She's not ready to commit.
Yes, I'll use tongues.
All right. So,
Burning that spell.
Hey,
slot.
while
It's
Jeff
all going
appears.
bad now. I don't believe while Jeff appears until I hear his audio.
I'm just saying, like, his thing just showed up.
There he is.
So, in Undercommon, I'm going to ask Tila if she thinks that we can trust this this Yolanda character, because she might be a useful ally. If so,
Considering that I just met her 5 minutes ago, I can't say for sure, but I'd say it's worth a shot.
yeah, I mean, you're a good judge of character, other than hanging out with Smokeen so much.
Where is Smokey?
She's been
I'm
gone
not
like
really
20 minutes, maybe an hour.
not that concerned
Yeah.
about it. I'll be honest with you.
He's like, I've given up. I don't.
Yeah,
Really.
I gave that up in the first minute. I'm not gonna lie. It's time to be serious. She's gone forever.
You understood she was saying goodbye, and you just didn't fucking care.
I did get the impression that she may not be coming back for a while, if at all. So
All right, so I mean, we're definitely
it
one
would be
short in the
useful
party.
to have another person in
Yeah.
the party, and she seems competent. But let's question her to find out if she's willing.
So the only thing about this is that she can understand you while you're talking.
So Yolanda's hearing half of the
That's why I
conversation.
don't understand any of the point to this.
So Yolanda
I
hears
wasn't expecting
half
you to
the
be quite so
conversation.
verbose. Yeses and nos would have worked.
She's been drinking. You can't expect these kind of things.
Wait, so I can
you know-
hear,
You just
I can understand Tila's half of the conversation, but not yours.
Yeah.
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 So how does Yolanda react to that?
She thinks it's funny.
Mhm.
So
All
I'm
I
guessing
feel
y'all
kinda
would
buzzed
like
at
me
this
to hang
point.
out for a while.
I kind of spin around buzzed at this point. I'm like, hey,
Hey,
you want to be in a party?
I'm always down for a party.
That's the best way to turn that around.
Silmorn's just like slowly just pinching his nose, like, oh, jeez.
Just subtlety is lost on her.
Yes.
I mean, I'll be honest, I came here without like a whole plan or anything. I just wanted to get landside for a little while, so, you know,
Shore side, sweetie.
whatever.
Whatever. I
So
want to
she's-
get off the goddamn boat.
So her boyfriend's on a boat. She has no idea about boat terms or shore. Or like,
I'm not the boat person, he's the boat person. Just because we're together doesn't mean we have to have this interest.
this is true.
All right, so how much do you think we should tell her? Still in Undercommon. With regards to the necklaces,
Maybe
How
with
much
regards to
percent to that?
Tiamat.
Yes or no?
a little, a lot, nothing, everything.
Uh-huh.
All right, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Let
So
me throw something in there real quick. Tiamat is not known to the general populace. That thing. So keep that in mind.
okay. Is your character token a fairly accurate representation of what Yolanda's looking like? I mean, she's dressed up more like a wizard than either a traditional Western or Eastern monk.
Yeah, she's kind of in between that and uh, this, but I didn't like the short hair. She's like kind of Eastern, kind of Western looking.
That's the monk from fucking Diablo 3.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was wondering why there were so many drawings of that particular chick. But,
Yeah, that's why.
So, do we just need Clay? Do we just need you to Photoshop some hair on her?
I mean, I can do that. I will need a high quality, like, full HD resolution picture of your armpit hair, Sean.
All right, take a screenshot.
No, that's not full HD.
Wow.
I just ripped my shirt. That sucks.
Sean, your armpits are pretty sparse there.
I
just
know.
saying.
I am not that hairy.
He's working
see,
on it.
I can't even grow
I put-
sideburns.
I put clippers through mine. But
I've never
how about
had to do
Jeff?
that.
What are you working with armpit hair?
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Dude, it's for the team. All right.
You have armpit hair. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Well,
I have tons of it. I'm just not showing it on camera for Twitch.
well, you don't have to show it on camera for Twitch. Just put a picture of it in Discord so I can
Just
Photoshop
take-
it onto Danielle's
Take a
character.
selfie.
I'll get right on that.
All right. So that'll happen. Yolanda, we're looking for a friend of ours. Do you have any interest in helping us find him?
Sure.
All right.
This is how Yolanda was killed.
Who? What? Can you tell
It's
me
this.
more?
It's this dragon that might think he's a dwarf, or maybe it's a dwarf that thinks he's a dragon. He might be out of his fucking mind, but he's
a
good
friend
fun.
Would like to help.
He's
So-
good people.
Yeah, good people is correct. He's not a good person. He is good people.
I mean,
Oh.
I don't know how much I can help, but if I need to like talk to people or punch people, I'm game.
Yeah, I think that punching him probably would not be.
No, not him. Other people. Unless he needs
Oh.
punching, then I'll punch him for you.
I mean, Silmorn is not big and burly. He does not, exude the physical prowess of combat. So maybe someone else to do the punching would at least seem like a good idea.
You see a tiny Silmorn in the corner.
I mean, he's
No, I mean like literally on the screen. Your
Oh.
person's very tiny.
Yeah, I don't-
there it is. Don't worry. We'll
I don't
make
have the
him a
capacity to resize it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Silmorn's 5'6" and 160 pounds. So I mean, like, he's not a tiny dude, but just by no means physically imposing.
little- He's just got scary eyes.
Yeah. And, the capacity to summon a sword out of thin air and then use pure force of will to drive that sword through things.
You know how it is.
I think it's
With your
getting-
scary eyes.
I think it's getting kind of late in the evening because I think y'all y'all raided the prison at kind of a dusk time. So if you're going to go out into the night hunting Dragon Man, that is a thing you can do. I just want y'all to be aware of the time.
All right. Yolanda, how well do you see in the dark?
Do I get a torch?
Just this number again. Fine. Here's a torch. The dude we're looking for, he's wearing green plate mail and has a matching shield. He's also a dragon. So I think that's a pretty solid enough description to start with.
I think that is a good segue to let's go see what Numeragas is doing. Numeragas, last time we left you were in the meat shop, still chowing down on samples after everyone left.
And it is good.
And
It's so good.
How long did you spend in the sample shop? Sorry, the butcher shop. How long would Numeragas stay there?
Days.
Days? I love it.
I mean, he'll stay there until the meat runs out.
Okay, is he paying or is he just sampling?
He's just sampling. Yeah, see, the meat monger should have definitely put down a little bit more clear-cut rules about the sample quantities per customer, because apparently they just forgot to do that.
So customers are coming in and out buying things, and you're just like at the counter with a toothpick, like it's empty. I need more.
I don't think anyone is buying anything. I think they're all just sampling meat. There's just patrons loitering around the shop, reaching up onto the shelf, and they're just cutting themselves chunks out of the pieces of meat.
Okay.
See, my understanding with this was that Silmorn was able to frighten them into giving him the samples, not that it was a sample shop.
It is not a sample shop. And
My theory is that you frightened him so thoroughly that you snapped his mind, and now all he can do is sit there and fret as people just wander into his shop from the street and start pulling meat off the shelf and sampling it.
I think that I think the shopkeeper thinks that Silmorn and Numaragas are not. They're a group. They're part of the, like, Numaragas is like riding the coattails of Silmorn's eye powers. He's kind of just hanging out there, and the butcher has no idea what to do. And he's like, I wonder if that the guy that's seen shit is gonna show up again and collect his dragon man.
He's in the corner doing this.
Like he thinks that Numaragas is like your pet or something. And Numaragas, you're sitting there chowing down on samples, and there are customers coming and going and actually buying shit. And a silence overtakes the street outside. And it's like you can hear how quiet it is.
I notice how loud my open mouth chomping sounds. And
yeah, you're like, holy shit, I chew loud. And then you're on your knees and you're slipping into unconsciousness.
I'm not vomiting up meat chunks.
You're not. You are suffering from a bad case of meat sweats and a dragon horn going off, knocking the wind out of you and putting you to the ground. And I think you have a kind of an idea what's going on, but you're like in and out of consciousness, and you're like dragged out into an alley behind the shop and just like put out in the alley, sprawled by this butcher and his assistant because you passed out in his shop.
Is his assistant a meat golem?
No.
No. Okay.
And if he was, you wouldn't be able to tell because of the in and out of consciousness. So I just want you to know that is still on the table, but you don't know it.
Okay.
And you wake up and you're Numi Aetherguard again.
Oh. I'm going to hiccup a few times, burp, look around. Oh. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I woke up on the ground outside of a shop in a strange city. Okay, cool.
Well,
Yumi's one chill motherfucker.
He's definitely full, and he doesn't feel like he's got a weird ghost beard anymore, which is always a good thing. I mean, his
when he's Numi Aetherguard, he has a ghost beard.
I am Numi. Oh, so wait, I'm Numi Aetherguard right now?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said I was Dragon Man. Just kidding.
Well, you were Dragon Man. Dragon Horn happened in addition
Now
to
I'm-
Meat Sweats. Now you're Numi Aetherguard. It's been a couple of hours, and you're out in the street in an alleyway. And as you're sitting on the alleyway collecting yourself, you see a patrol of dragon men that look remarkably similar to Numarages walk by. And they have these glowing collars around their necks. And that's what's happening to you right now.
Well, that's a lot to take in, having just consumed all that meat. And being a dwarf now.
Yes, it is.
So I
Yeah,
guess
is Numi,
Go ahead.
is Numi Aetherguard suffering from Numaragas' meat sweats?
He absolutely is. It's the same stomach.
Oh.
For all he
Oh, yeah,
knows,
I'm
he
still-
could be hallucinating.
I'm still going to let out a loud burp because that's just, I mean,
That's you.
what happens.
Okay.
But it's a dwarven burp now instead of a dragon burp.
Okay, I'd like to know what the difference is. Can you give me an example?
It's probably a little bit more throaty sounding, like maybe more from the chest or the stomach. Probably more from the stomach with it being a dwarf.
Okay. Is it okay?
Hold on. Yeah. So that's and now I'm looking down the alleyway, wondering what's going on with those guys.
So what do you do? It's also later at night.
Okay, so it's dark.
Yeah, it's dark. I don't think you have night vision.
I do have no night vision.
Okay, so you see. I think you could see these dragon men walk by with torches.
Well,
into
we're
the
still
light
in a
area.
we're still in a city, right?
Right. So there's light out.
Right. It's not like it's just pitch black in the middle of the woods. So I see the dragonman walk by. I mean, naturally, that's a little bit odd. Dwarf man looks down at his hands again and goes, okay. So last time I was thinking about this, I was still a little bit not sure as to what was happening. And Dwarf Man has got some definite fogginess as far as why he is inhabiting a Dragon Man body. So naturally, he's gonna stagger to his feet, maybe let out a couple more burps and go investigate.
Okay. Is he trying to
glow.
what is he investigating?
Well, he sees the Dragon Man with the collars. Do you think I could still possibly residually hear the dragon horn?
No. I think that the dragon horn has stopped.
So Dwarf Man would not be really aware of that.
Right.
Okay.
He's definitely aware that something allowed him to come in control, if that's what he's aware of.
To fade back into existence.
Yeah.
The fog has lifted from his vision, and now he is back in the pilot.
Right. Numeragas, I would say, is sprawled out in ghost form in the back of his mind.
Yeah, just kind of. I'm thinking that it's more like a fog.
Okay.
Like when one is in the back seat, it's kind of like they're in a thick fog. They can kind of hear echoes and maybe what's happening, or they're, astrally floating around. So they get little glimpses of things, but they don't really know what's going on.
Right. It's almost like a dreamlike state.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. So what is Numi Aetherguard going to do? Is he gonna try to tail these dragon men, or?
Yeah, he's gonna follow. He has a compulsion. Being a dwarf, he's not 100% sure why he feels compelled to investigate this, but something in the back of his mind is telling him that just doesn't seem right for them to have those collars on their necks. So.
Okay. I don't know if Numi Aetherguard would be aware of his appearance, or how aware he is of his appearance, but these dragon men look remarkably like Numeragas does.
So they're like copper dragon men?
Yes.
Okay. Well, should I roll a perception check to see if I notice that my skin color is the same?
I mean, I don't think you need to roll to know what color your skin is.
Okay, then I have an idea that something's amiss, and I'm back in this Dragon Man body, so I'm going to tail them.
Okay.
Where do
stealthily,
they go?
Or?
Yeah, I'm trying to be stealthy.
Okay.
I mean, as stealthy as a plate-armored Dragon Man can be.
Okay, maybe walking in the same direction as them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they appear to be walking away from the prison. As you walk out of the alley, you see them walking what appears to be away from the prison that Tila was just at. And
how much of this does Numi Aetherguard know? Because Numeragas was in control during the prison break.
I don't know. How much does... I would think he doesn't know anything, does he? He sees them walking from a direction down the street. And
I would think Oh, sorry.
And then you hear the earth shake. And the prison tower starts levitating.
So as I'm tailing the dragon men, the tower is levitating in front of me now?
Yes. Basically, you started tailing them, and before you got very far, you heard the ground quaking beneath your feet behind you. You look over the back of your shoulder, or you look over your shoulder, and you see the prison tower rise up into the air, skybound, and it goes up about 100 feet.
And just hovers?
And just hovers.
Okay. Dragon Man's like, well, haven't seen that before.
Okay.
Dragon Man's not impressed. He's like, well.
Dragon Man's not impressed? Is Numi Aetherguard impressed?
Numi Aetherguard is not impressed.
Okay. He's like, floating castle, who cares?
It is water deep. This kind of shit happens all the time.
Okay. So you're going to tail these dragon men.
Yeah. Did they take notice, or did they just continue walking oblivious to the tower rising up behind them?
They did not take notice. They did not make any movement to look at it. Okay.
So I'm going to keep following them. Where do they go?
Okay. You follow them around the city. They don't, you are not stealthy at all.
I'm just clanking behind them.
You're just clanking behind them, and they do not give you any notice. They are not interested in you. They appear to be searching the city for something. You know not what it is, but they are looking for something. With intent.
Okay. Interesting.
And I think at this point, the party runs into you.
So I'm going to round a corner and
you follow these 3 dragonborn guards around a corner, and then you run right into the party.
Who do I run into first?
Who's leading the party? At night.
Probably Silmorn. He has by far the best dark vision.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So I think y'all both turn a corner at the same time and just run into each other. And you Silmorn would have noticed that the dragon men were going one way, and Numeraga has noticed they were going one way, and they both tried to kind of follow them, and then y'all ran smack into each other.
Comically ran into each other?
Yes, comically.
Cartoon noises, and then we both slipped and fell down.
Yeah,
you both on our butts.
Exactly that.
Okay. So he is Numi Aetherguard. This spectral beard, is it noticeable?
Oh yeah, it's glowing.
Okay, so glow in the dark spectral beard. Well, it looks like the dwarf is back, guys. Numi, isn't it, right?
In a dwarven accent. Hi, that's me.
We want you to meet Yolanda. She's a new friend of ours. We met after she beat up Tila.
Hi.
Is that what she looks like?
Yeah.
Something like that, and the monk from Diablo 3 had a love child.
Okay.
Hey, you found your dragon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he thinks he's a dwarf right now. Regardless, you were following those other dragons. How long have you been following them?
At least an hour now. Been tailing them around the city.
And their collars are still glowing, so Silmorn and Tila would see this and recognize what's up.
Yep.
Yeah, Dwarf Man is going to say, I've got this tingling in the back of my mind that tells me I need to follow them. And I feel like I'm getting pulled in a lot of different directions. I've got this monk lady that I just met, and everything is still kind of foggy. I don't know. But I've been following them. poor dragon dwarf man. He is just dragon man is stupid. Dwarf man is just in a fog. There's not a lot of dialogue options here. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Oh yes, I decided to follow these dragon men because of their glowing colors. I have a feeling it has something to do with the rise of Tiamat.
So are we watching you just argue with yourself?
Yes, I am actively talking to myself right now out of character through dwarf dragon man's voice.
Okay.
So y'all are just like, what the fuck?
While that's going on, I'm going to suggest that maybe we should continue to follow these dudes, and you can mumble under your breath while we go.
Sounds fair.
Come thither.
So we're following these dudes. They're glowing. Did we see this prison rise up into the air?
I don't think you would have seen it happen, but you would have experienced the tremors that were a direct result of it.
Well, I'm definitely going to ask if he felt the tremors and if he knew what caused them.
I believe that Numi has passed into another plane that is outside of the screen.
Oh, none of my video is working, so I couldn't tell.
Okay, I see everyone except for Pikey.
I only see you.
I don't see him. Roll20 is having a great time tonight. I fully expect that Numi Aetherguard told you the prison was flying now.
Okay, so that's interesting.
I'll be back in a minute.
Because we now know, or Tila and I at least, now know that there's all sorts of magical stuff that is quite powerful magic with those things, and now the prison itself is flying, and that is several orders of magnitude more powerful magic yet. What do you think we should do about these dragons, Tila? Are they the same ones you saw?
They look, as far as you described them, as he stepped away, they seem like the same ones?
Do they smell like the same ones, Sean?
I don't know what they smell like, but I know that when Tila saw them, she was a spider, so her vision might have been a little wonky. These look pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah,
okay.
As far as I can tell, they're still the same ones.
Well, what do you think we ought to do? Should we snatch one?
Ooh, let's do that. How many are there? How many did you say?
There's 3.
There's
Is
4.
there one like flagging behind?
They are all walking in a line.
Shoulder to shoulder or?
Shoulder to shoulder, and everyone is getting out of the way. They're kind of like, as I'm assuming at this point you're following them.
Yes.
And they are walking shoulder to shoulder. They appear to be like intently searching the alleyways and crowd, but they like maintain formation the entire time.
I could totally cast darkness and we can.
Someone can see in the dark.
Yep.
I would be fine with that. Let's wait till they go into an alleyway and then cast darkness, and I'll bonk one on the head and drag him out.
Yeah. I mean, this would be ideal for our big brute with all the strength. But I don't know how much he can be trusted to do such a thing right now.
Yeah, I don't think that there's any of that going on.
Or a new big strong monk.
Well, the issue is if it's in the dark, then I don't believe that they can see.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Both of them would be effectively blind. I think that would be hilarious.
She is holding the torch. Silly monk.
Yeah, so, you want to do that then?
Yeah.
They'll go into an alleyway and we'll try to collect one?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Why don't we send Numeragas and our new friend Yolanda down to the far side to kind of keep watch and get ready to help us, like, grab this dude and stuff his mouth full of grass and tie him up or whatever it takes to keep him quiet.
Yeah. I do have a ball gag.
Do you?
Of course you do.
Because I mean, that's about to get real useful.
Oh yeah, yeah. I totally whip out a pink ball gag with
All right.
straps.
Well, and I've got a set of manacles, so I'm gonna hand that to Yolanda as well.
Mhm.
At which point, how's she feeling about this? Like being handed a ball gag and manacles on the first night with the party.
Well, a little confused, but gonna see where this goes. Still trying to figure out if y'all are good or not, because it's not exactly clear.
Did we explain any more to her?
So, like, just like the TLDR is something weird is going on, and we think these dudes are involved, and we want to get some more information.
That may be harmful to this town.
Like what kind of weird?
Like the worst kind.
Yeah.
And so you combat that with ball gags. Like
Yeah.
it's weirder. It's weirder than pink ball gags.
Ball gags are the best kind of weird. Okay, we're talking about the worst kind of weird.
No.
I'm talking about people being dominated against kind of weird.
Okay, but is or is this not a sex thing? Because I can't really do a sex thing.
Not
Like
yet.
y'all are cool, but I'm not into the whole group dynamic.
No, this is more of an interrogation.
Oh, with a ball gag? How can we talk?
Well, it's to keep him quiet while we get him somewhere else.
To talk, yeah.
Okay. I mean,
We just don't feel the need to make our presence known to everybody else while we do this, because we're afraid of the hierarchy involved. And
okay.
and how
So what kind of people are about to get hurt if we don't ball gag this guy?
All the kinds of peoples.
everyone here, everyone in the city.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm cool.
All right, so next alley they go into, let's darkness them, and I'll go bonk one on the head. And then we'll drag him out to meet Yolanda, who's going to ball gag and manacle him.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I'm creating an alleyway with 3 NPCs in it.
Perfect.
Hey, look, it's me. There's 3 of me.
There's not. No, there's not.
No, there's. Shut up. Shut up. No, there's not.
Okay. The top and the bottom are the entrances to the alleyway.
Okay.
It's about 3 wide. These are.
So let's send Yolanda and Nimaragas to the other side of it then.
Okay. So you want to as soon as they go in the alleyway, you're like, go around a corner, go on the other side.
Yeah, we're gonna catch him unaware from both sides.
Okay. So Numaragas is Numi Aetherguard down with this plan?
He is very down with it.
Okay. And then Tila?
Very good.
All right, so y'all run around the other side. They appear to be marching through the alleyway, and I guess y'all come up behind them. And
I'm gonna get their attention while everyone else is coming up behind them. I'm like, hey, what are you guys looking?
Hey.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find a dragon man. There he is. Dragon man. There. Yep.
Little baby dragon man.
They don't pay you any heed, someone.
All right.
They maintain searching.
I'm going to summon a. You know what a sap is?
Yeah.
Like a giant 2-handed sap. That's what I'm going to summon as my pact weapon, real quick. And as I do that, I'm gonna yell, "Now!"
Okay. So what happens?
Is a sap that's like a blackjack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm yelling for Tila to cast the darkness.
Tila cast darkness.
Bring on the darkness.
Okay. So because of what is happening here, right now and the darkness and this plan, I think that you'll have an entire surprise round to do whatever you do, but it's going to be in the darkness.
All right.
And we're going to go through initiative after that.
So I'm going to run up to the one. Oh, goodness. It looks like the one on the right is just a hair's breadth further away than the other two. So I'm going to run up to him, and I'm going to smack him right in the fucking dome with my giant two-handed sap.
Okay. I'm assuming it does like the same damage as your packed maul.
So there is the whole thing with non-lethal damage.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to do. Like, my goal is not to kill, but rather to...
Right, you want to incapacitate.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and do an attack roll.
And I am going to use brutal attack, and I also have advantage because of the darkness. So I roll a 22 and hit him for 27. No, sorry, roll a 17 and hit him for 37.
Okay, I'm almost certain that hits. I'm just having a problem pulling up character sheets for some reason.
No, I take it back. Those numbers are correct. I've got them all added in properly. So roll a 22, hit for 27.
Okay. How much health do these have? Sorry, I was not prepared for this.
It's been like 2 sessions since we've had any combat. I think it was about time.
I mean, it absolutely is time. Okay, you rolled a 22, and you... Oh, yeah, that's a... Okay, so 27 damage total?
Yeah, 27 non-lethal damage. How's he looking after that?
You just knocked the shit out of him. He is like...
Did I knock him the shit out, or just the shit out of him?
You knocked the shit out of him. I think if you had done that one more time, he would be unconscious.
Well, I'm going to do it one more time then, because I can do that with my attack action.
That's probably a good idea then. Assuming you could do that same amount of damage.
Well, let's find out. It looks like I can.
Okay. With a 17? Or you have advantage on this attack roll, I'm assuming?
That is everything all included.
Okay.
So the 17 is the attack.
Okay, you bring down the hammer on him. I mean, the sap down on him. But it glances off his armor.
Well, ain't that a bitch?
The rest of y'all can do your actions, so you still may be able to accomplish this in one round.
As long as we've got the ability, I'm going to take a few steps back.
Okay. I don't think they can do attack of opportunities when it's dark like this.
No, they can't see me.
Okay. Who wants to run up next? Like, I would say that Tila, can Tila see in the darkness?
I can.
You can?
In dark or in darkness?
I believe I can see in the darkness.
There's only a few ways to do
I
that.
have
So
dark vision.
yeah, dark vision doesn't do it. You require devil's sight or true vision.
Sorry, I went into this thinking I could see it because I could cast it.
Okay. What's the plan then? Because
Nope. Don't know. The
okay,
guys just are hurt, but I don't see why you couldn't still drag him off. The ball gag was to keep him quiet.
Okay,
if he's
well-
unconscious is one way to do it, but with the ball gag, you could still drag him. So
Okay, well, Yolanda has the ball gag. We handed her the manacles and the ball gag. I was going to smack him and drag him out.
yeah,
But if he's not unconscious, he's going to struggle. And I
Okay.
have 8 strength. So how well do you think I'm going to do against a dragon that's struggling?
well, none of the rest of us can see.
That's fine, but that doesn't mean that it's a good idea for me to try to drag something out that's way stronger than I am.
It's fireball time.
He wouldn't be at disadvantage at all because he got knocked the fuck out.
He's not
But,
knocked the fuck
not
out.
knocked out, but he got knocked really hard.
he got knocked really hard, but not
Yeah.
enough to knock him out.
Yeah.
And Silmorn had advantage on the attack, and like I 100%. Well, I mean, looking at the numbers, if he had landed that second hit, he'd be unconscious, and this would be a different discussion.
Yeah,
But
but he didn't, and none of us can see. So
well, the three of you still have an action to try to do things, and you know roughly where they are.
yeah, but if I hit the wrong ones, then I just attack.
See, do y'all want me to just try and run in blind at this point and see what I can do?
You are a monk, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I could see a little bit in the darkness. I can try and grab him. Good.
Well,
You
you
have,
cannot see a little in this darkness. This is like magic darkness of you can't.
No,
No
I
one
mean
can see
before because it was dark.
Oh
out
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and
Like all of y'all have a general idea of where they are.
all right. So what do I need to roll to try and grab the right guy?
Okay,
And
if you want to run in and try to grab him in the like, you would have to move right here, I think, and then grab him in the darkness. And I think you would do like if you're doing a grapple. I think you'd do a grapple with disadvantage in the darkness, and then he would try to evade, or it would be a skill check. Basically, he would use a strength save to dodge your grapple, and you roll with disadvantage. And I think he probably rolls
I
with
don't think
disadvantage
I have
too.
any attack that I have claw and bite, but neither one of those will knock him out.
Yeah. I mean, you could claw with your claws in and just smack him with the palm of your hand.
I mean, I could try and dig my claws in and drag him out. But I don't.
I think you could punch him in the face.
Or we could just accept the fact that another round goes by and then I smack the dude with the fucking sap. And they're all in the dark and have no idea what's going on.
I would like to try and hit the guy and drag him out so we're done.
Okay, well then go for it.
I'm just asking Sean what to roll.
Okay, so you would have to move up to him, and you only have one action, so you could grapple him or you could punch him. Like, do you want to knock him out or you want to try to grapple him and move with him?
I guess grapple and move with him.
Okay,
Then you're going to roll athletics.
Yep.
So I think both of y'all roll athletics with disadvantage because it's the darkness?
I guess so.
What is his athletics? That's a strength?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and...
So is it a strength roll or athletics?
Athletics. They just don't have full character sheets as NPCs.
Nope.
Well, they don't have full character sheets at all because I've fucked things up by making them different. Okay. You see this shit?
Yeah.
Okay, he evades, like he evades your grapple, and you have no idea how because it's pitch black.
Yep.
So what do you do?
I thought that was my action.
You could still move.
I guess I try and move away from it. I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, try and move back.
Sure, go for it.
Stumble out of the darkness.
Yep. Small back out of there. I don't know what the range
So
of the
like
dark.
right there. We are playing roughly because we don't have a great grid.
Yep.
And the alleyway is small. Numeraga or Numi Aetherguard and Yolanda. What do y'all do?
What do you do, monk girl?
I thought he was talking to you.
You said Numi. Oh, I thought.
I'll take either. Which one?
Okay, try. Go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, just going by sound, I would try and run up and grab one of them.
I feel like that would be a very monk thing to do too, because monks usually have like blind fighting or something.
Don't
Sometimes.
believe I do. No.
You're gonna feel the wind and the chi and the world and just go up and do things. I don't know.
Exactly.
Sure.
She can sense their energy, their chi energy.
Okay. Well, I need to know what that means and how it works. Oh, damn. There we go.
I mean, I'm just gonna run up and try and grapple at this point.
I think I have the character sheets figured out. Nope. Okay. So you're gonna run up and punch him or grapple him?
Grapple.
Okay. Well, you know kind of where they are, and there's space to do it. So you would what? Run up behind which one?
One in the center.
Okay. And you're gonna punch him or grapple him?
Grapple.
Roll that. And roll with disadvantage because it's darkness and no one can see.
It can be athletics or acrobatics, right?
No.
No, the grappling.
Oh yeah,
is to
just
roll.
athletics. I did not do well.
Better than I did.
Okay. Well, let's see how he does. You got him.
Oh shit!
He rolled a 7.
All right, so you can move him up to half of your remaining movement speed.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much I moved.
Well, you've got him by the Dragon Ball, so
We're trying
You're
to
in
drag him
control.
out of the passageway, right?
Yeah, you're trying to drag him out of the alleyway.
Okay, well I've got enough movement for that, so I just dragged him out of the alleyway.
Well, that's maybe not the best of ideas because now people are seeing us capture this dragon.
Okay, well then I'm right at the edge.
There we go.
Okay, so you're right at the edge with this full health dragon man. And as soon as you come out of the darkness, Silmorn would know that's not the one I hit.
Well, nothing for it at this point. She's got it and he's out, so plans are changing.
Okay, well, he's grappled, and he will fight grapple at his next turn. Numeragas, what do you do? Or sorry, Numi
Well-
Aetherguard?
Dwarf Man, Dragon. Dwarf Man Dragon. So he just sees a big old blot of inky blackness in front of him. And I guess he kind of knows what the plan was. Was this a discussed thing? Did we have a team huddle or?
Yeah,
I was
think
gone
y'all-
for a
I think
second.
y'all discussed the plan, which was to Silmorn. Tell him the plan.
Tila was going to cast darkness. I was going to club one in the head. We were going to drag it out, ball gag it, stuff its mouth full of grass, tie it up, get it someplace a little bit less public, and then try to start getting some answers out of it.
Okay. So in the spirit of the plan, Dragon Man is also going to... Sorry, Dwarf Man is going to step forward into the darkness. And he is going to... I guess do some unarmed strikes. That'll be fun.
Okay, so you're gonna punch You're gonna punch the dragon. Which one?
Well, I can't see, so I'm going
Right.
to stagger forward.
Well, you can't
Until
see,
I-
but you have a general idea where they were because you saw where they were before the darkness was cast.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to stagger forward and bump into the one directly in front of me. As soon as I come into contact with them, I'm just going to start flurrying
Flurrying.
on him.
Okay, with your fist.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's a 1. So Jesus Christ.
Did I punch myself in the dick?
I think you punch a wall
It's...
and it fucking hurts. Go ahead and take roll me a.
Well, how about I just roll the strike and then count that much damage to my fist?
That sounds good. I like it. Okay, you punch a wall and it hurts your hand for 5 bludgeoning damage.
Dragon man scream or dwarf man screams, "Son of a bitch!"
Okay. Does he have do you get to attack twice when you're punching?
I sure do.
Do you want to after punching the shit out of the wall?
Yes.
Hey, a wild Scot appears.
Okay, he has you punch his armor and it hurts. But you don't do any damage to yourself this time.
Ouch.
And,
and having done that, Dragon Man's going to stumble out of the darkness. Actually, he's going to stumble forward. He's going to keep going straight through the darkness
that's probably
to
a
the
good
other
idea.
side.
And I think at this point we can roll initiative. Let's do that. Y'all have had plenty of
exactly that.
Okay.
I don't have a token to click.
I'll get you one in a second.
But you will.
How long have you guys been playing?
Not
2
long.
hours.
Damn, I didn't even know.
I've only been playing for like maybe 20 minutes.
Hmm. The one day I don't get on Discord at all.
It kind of started as a like, hey, I just want to see my character. Is there anybody up for doing an introduction? And Mikey said, yeah. And then people fell in from there.
And then they started a fight in an alleyway with some dragons.
Dragon men.
All right, I threw Davril out there.
Does he just wander up upon us?
I think this is kind of near the bookstore, and Davril was nearby reading the romance novels again, and he heard a commotion, and he went to check it out.
The one that Devril is currently holding in his hand is called the Lusty Argonian Maid.
Of course it is.
Oh, is it now?
Fine reading, and he walks around and he looks down an alleyway to see a commotion, and it's darkness, and he sees Silmorn and Numi Aethergard and this monk chick.
Fine ass monk chick.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And what does Davril say when he sees this shit going down?
What the hell is going on?
Oh, hey, Davril. Help us out here.
He holds his fingers up. Do I need a fireball?
Probably not. I think that, we're too close for that. We're trying to knock these guys out and interrogate them. I mean, later when they wake up.
And I think with that, it's Silmorn's turn.
All right. Well, Silmorn is going to wail on that dragon that is grappled.
Okay. Since he is grappled, I think you have advantage. Is that?
I do.
And even if you didn't, you would be flanking him probably. So, swing away. And you missed. And you hit. You miss with the first one, even though Yolanda's got him grappled. And does Yolanda say anything watching this miss happen right in front of her?
Yeah. I'm gonna yell, "Keep him still, damn it!"
I'm trying.
And then the next hit connects, and you knock the wind out of him. But he's, like I said before, you get one more good hit on him like that, and he's gonna be down. And then I think
Davril, smack him with a stick.
Oh, my turn. Sorry, I was looking through my spells.
Oh damn! I broke everything. Don't ever click that button.
So, what is going on with placement on the field?
Okay, so this is an alleyway in Waterdeep, and you are on the outside of the alleyway.
Looking in.
Looking in.
Is it dark on the inwards, or is it like middle of the day?
It is evening, but it is magically dark in the middle.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
I can finally see Pikey's camera. But
Yeah,
no
I
one
see her
else's.
forehead.
No one else's camera, though.
I don't even have
the
a camera
cameras-
connected, so don't even worry about me.
They all disappeared for me just now.
Oh, I got Danielle.
Oh, I see everyone but Scott since he doesn't have a camera.
Well, you shouldn't see one. I don't have a camera hooked up, so.
Exactly.
Look, I see Scott.
I still don't see him.
Okay, so it is magically dark in the middle, so you cannot see the 2 dragon men, and you cannot see Tila on the other side. But
Okay.
you can see
I'm
this
gonna-
dragon right in front of you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit him with a ray of frost.
Don't kill him.
The Dragon
For the
Man explodes.
For the first time ever, Silmorn said, "Don't kill him." Okay, well that spell has been launched, so go ahead and launch it.
Not critted.
Oh no!
God damn it, Tavern. Go back to the bookstore and jerk it to some porn.
Go ahead, roll that damage.
It's 2d8, so.
If you just click a ray of frost, it should do the damage.
No.
The poor defenseless Dragon Man explodes.
That. I'm just saying, if you do anything but like a stiff breeze will kill him. He is.
Well, he should be frozen in place since it was critted.
He's also grappled. So
He is an ice sculpture now.
So
He erupts in a fountain of blood.
so
Geyser.
Yolanda is getting ice burn from holding this frozen dragon man.
Nope,
Oh,
sculpt
great.
spell saves all.
She's still touching
She's
it.
still holding him.
Yeah.
She's hugging an icicle, basically.
Yeah.
But if sculpt spell works, I'm fine with that. Next is the dragon men. They have no idea what's going on, but they know combat is happening. So one of them's going to run one way in the darkness, and he takes a step out and bumps into Tila. And Tila, the one that like bumps into you, you can tell he's taking a pounding.
Mm-hmm.
But where did his character sheet go?
But that's not, I mean, obviously it's not.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
Oh, where'd he go? There we go. And
We can't hear each other through it?
I just don't know that grappling makes like a distinct noise.
No, I mean, like, we're not talking.
It's been
you can talk.
3 seconds since the combat started.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much talking we've done.
I mean, like, Yolanda didn't say. That's fair enough. Alright, so guy bumps into me. I don't know if
He's not your friend. He pulls back his giant sword, and he gets an 18.
Oh, 18 obviously hits.
He does 10 slashing damage. Are you immune to slashing?
I am.
Okay, well he does it again. And he gets a 7 more slashing damage, which does nothing. The other one runs out the other way and bumps into Numeragos and brings down the great sword on him. For a big old 22. Does that hit you, Jeff? I feel like it should.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Okay, he take 9 damage, and he does it again. And he misses.
9 damage, huh?
Yeah, 9 damage. And it's Yolanda's turn, who is currently grappling a dragon man, who is not quite lifeless, but very
He's
close
pretty
to
much
being
there.
so.
There, you can interrogate him now.
Is this the best place to interrogate him?
In the middle of combat with darkness.
Obviously, yeah, in the middle of combat in a dark alleyway, you know.
As it should be.
D, are you muted?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me. I was yelling at Joseph that we're moving. What's happening?
You
Is it my
have.
turn?
It's your turn, and you grappled this guy.
Okay, but he's an icicle, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not going to grapple him anymore. Is this one fighting Numi?
Yes.
And I can kind of see him?
You can see him. He's partially obscured by darkness, but you can see him.
Okay, so I get 2 attacks. So the first one, I'm going to grapple him.
You're going to run up to the other one and grapple him.
Yes.
And that is your action. That is not an attack.
Action. Yeah, you get 2 attacks, not 2 actions.
Oh, the grapple doesn't count as
And it does not count as an attack. It counts as an action.
Oh, no, wait. You're right. You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. If you're able to make multiple attacks, then this attack replaces one of them.
Oh, okay.
Booyah.
Okay, you want to grapple this one?
Boom, yes.
Okay, give him a big old hug.
And snap his neck.
Maybe not that.
It's a monk thing.
Monk in jujitsu. Okay, well, let's see what he does.
D, you're muted.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
He rolled a 21. So you grappled
I rolled
him.
a 22. Yes. Okay. Okay, so my second thing is that I'm going to be like, shh, shh, calm down, stop moving. And she's not exactly sure why, but electricity shoots from her hands and shocks him. What type of armor? Is he wearing any armor?
He's wearing plate armor.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. Does it do extra damage if he has metal on?
Hold on. It does something extra if he's wearing metal. You have advantage if he's wearing metal. So.
Okay, well, you do 10 lightning damage to him, and you feel him fry.
That also means that he doesn't get to make any sort of reactions.
Okay, so no reactions or bonus actions, or no reactions for the rest of this round, right?
Yeah.
I'll put that little lightning bolt on him, I think.
Until the start of his next turn.
I'm going to reduce everyone's tile size to common. Okay. Everyone gets to be smaller, because this is really fucking...
I wouldn't. Darkness.
Okay, there we go. So, and that's your turn? He's grappled and you shocked him?
Yes.
Alright, next up is Numerages, who is out of the darkness with the other dragon man right in front of him.
Time for some more unarmed attacks.
Okay.
He's playing at being a... He was inspired by his new monk friend.
Okay. He deals 5 big damage.
He's gonna let out some kung fu sounds as he does that.
Okay. He's like,
Ugh.
And he misses.
Ah. So wait, isn't this one grappled?
He is grappled. You have advantage. It doesn't
So
miss.
that hits. So she's like got him. She's like got him, and I'm just going to town on his stomach.
Oh my god.
And then next up is Pikey, who is fighting one all by herself.
Yeah.
Just kill him. No survivors.
Does Yolanda have bloodlust all of a sudden? You're introducing her with bloodlust.
It's the monk way.
Apparently, instead of sticking to the plan and ball gagging and manacles one and dragging them off, we decided to fight all 3 of them for no pain.
Drag a different one than you saw me rush.
Yeah.
And then refuse to use the ball gags or the manacles. So Yolanda's a fucking moron,
Yeah,
is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
He's not right.
But I can feel Silmorn getting more angry, so it's not going well down there. So I'm gonna try and
You're gonna what?
since I'm all alone up here.
You're gonna what? Run away?
I'm gonna try and kill this guy.
Okay. You said kill.
Kill?
Yeah. They got 2 down there, they can focus on that.
And Yolanda's defense, she was just trying to get that one guy to quit hitting Dragon Man, and accidentally electrocuted him.
Oh,
So go ahead and execute him, Pikey.
Finish him. No witnesses.
Finish the job.
There will be no witnesses to this crime.
Pull him into the magical darkness and finish it.
Okay.
so I'm casting the whispers on him.
All right. You cast the whispers on him. What do you whisper to him?
That no one loves him.
He's visibly shaken by this and starts to bleed from his eyes and his nose. And he is like barely standing. Do you have a bonus action to finish him off?
He attacked Tila, right?
He attacked, but he didn't damage me. I can't use Hellish Rebuke if he didn't do any damage. I'd like to.
I would love for you to Hellish Rebuke him. If that's all you got, Silwarn's up next.
Yep.
Silwarn?
I'm gonna smack this one with the sap again.
Non-lethal, of course.
Yeah.
He down.
He's not dead though. He's unconscious.
Right.
All right, then I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna smack this one with the sap.
Okay. He's barely standing. You knock him good.
And I'm going to shout to get the unconscious one and get the fuck out of here. And that is Silmorn's turn.
I would like to think that I heard that.
You would absolutely hear that.
Yeah.
Davril?
So I saw that one fall in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Another one has been grappled while it was beating on Dragon Man.
Yes.
And you don't see anything north of that yellow line.
Correct, yeah. I barely see the dragon out of the magical darkness.
But you did hear Silmorn.
I heard someone yelling. That's for sure. Well, I'm just gonna hold my action.
Okay.
Can't really do much.
You just want to remove yourself from turn order?
Yeah.
You're not gonna whack him like with the butt end of your wizard staff?
Well, I mean, I could always do that, but I've already said I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay. Next is the knight. Sorry, the dragon man, who's got no health and is grappled. He is going to try to break grapple, which means I need you to roll a check, right? So go ahead and roll
Yeah,
grapple.
yours is either athletics versus my either athletics or acrobatics, right?
For me to break grapple, you have to roll athletics. You are still holding him. He struggles, but does not do anything else. The other one attacks Tila with his great sword. He's like, "Why is it this?" Well, he doesn't say anything. He mutely just keeps swinging his sword, thinking it's doing great. And he misses, and he misses. Oh, he got a 19 that time. That probably hit, but it didn't do any damage. And next up is Yolanda.
Okay, I am going to ball gag and manacle this guy.
Okay.
What do I roll for that?
The one you're holding?
Yes, that one that is already
Uh,
wrestled.
I think this is a restrain. So like
A bondage roll.
yes, this is a bondage roll. Are you proficient in bondage or ropes?
She already said she wasn't into that weird section.
Okay, so she rolls at disadvantage. And no, I'm just kidding. I think just roll a strength check to see if you can hold him down while you rope him up. And he will contest it with a dex save. And since he's grappled, you roll advantage, so he's bound and tied up.
Okay, then I am just gonna drag him away. Like, what's his face said.
Okay.
Drag him away.
Where am I dragging him to?
Y'all should get a base
I
of
yelled that out.
operations.
I thought the gumbo shop was our base of operations.
So we did this in a dark alley and we're dragging. What?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so I'm under the impression y'all are in the North Ward, near the prison. Fantasy Gumbos is in the Sea Ward on the coast. You're gonna I would love to hear how you're going to manage that. But
Right now, I was just thinking just drag them away.
Yeah, we've got bigger things on our plate at this very moment than what we're going to do after we finish fighting these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just start dragging him away and hoping people follow me.
okay.
You don't have to go far.
You can move what, like half your movement? So you're out in the alleyway? You're out of the alleyway with him? Is that it? You're out into the street where all the people are?
Yeah, I could move, well, it's 20 something feet.
So you're out in the street where all the people are.
Oh my god.
No one told me where I'm going!
I didn't think that it was like necessary to say don't do the obviously dumbest thing you can do.
You said
But-
drag him away, and I yelled out, where do I drag him to? And nobody said anything.
Just to the corner. Oh my
Well,
god.
That's what I did with
say-
the first one, and nobody did anything about it.
Let's just say that it's a pretty safe bet that we are all conscious enough to not. I mean, except for me, because I'm just dumb as shit. I would probably do something like that, but
I would think she would not drag them out to the people. I think she would just drag them a little bit away from the kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Right, he's with it enough to not just run out into a crowded.
Like I did with the first one, I'm not going to drag him out where there's like people walking by. I just.
Okay.
It's a given.
Okay, so you've got him at this corner. You've got him like right at the entrance to the alley, but not out in the open.
Yeah.
Did you kill that one with the X on it? Or is he just
No, he's unconscious. He's the one that we should have taken in the first damn place.
Yeah.
Okay, so can Yolanda do anything else? I don't think she can she? She's done enough.
That's enough. I don't even know what she'd do. She's dumbfounded at this point. She's like, I got two! What do you want me to do?
All right, Numeragas, or Numi Aetherguard, what are you doing?
He's where are the other two now? Are they still laying in the alleyway?
So the ones you can see, one is unconscious at your feet, basically. The other one is hanging on to consciousness barely while in a tied-up state right in front of Yolanda.
Okay. And we're dragging them back to Fantasy Gumbos?
I guess.
Are there any buildings right around us? We're in an alleyway, right?
You're in an alleyway, yeah. So
Is it like an abandoned alleyway, or?
I would
like,
say
what's
it's
up?
an alleyway that there's some doors leading into buildings on either side. There's some debris, but mostly there's just darkness because of the spell.
All right, Silmore's going to shout, "Get him into the darkness."
Okay. Dragon Man or Dwarf Man is gonna drag them into the darkness, or at least one of them. Actually, I'm gonna grab one.
Are you going to grab the one that's tied up or the one that's unconscious?
The one that's closest to me.
Okay, the unconscious one.
Yep, and I'm gonna drag him back into the darkness. Sounds like a solid plan.
Okay, so you drag him into the darkness? Like, how
Yeah.
far?
Towards the core, the central point of the darkness.
Okay, you drag him in as far as you can, and you're like, this is kind of where you are, in the middle of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
pat him. I'm gonna say, "It's okay, brother." No, I'm not, because I'm a dwarf.
Okay, I don't think you have to roll for dragging a corpse. I mean, not a corpse, sorry, an unconscious body.
So would that take an action?
Yes, it would take an action, though. You just don't have to
Okay,
roll for it.
Understood. That is that's my play.
Excellent. Pikey?
So I'm gonna yell to Silmorn, do we have them?
We've got 2.
Should I just knock this guy out or kill him?
If you could knock him out, that would be good.
Let's try knocking him out then with a claw, I suppose.
Sure.
Yep. Palm strike.
Non-lethal. And you missed.
I did.
Alright, so you punched him and you missed. Do you get it? You don't get another attack, do you?
Not in bard
No.
form.
No, I don't.
Not in bard form?
Well, I mean, if she was in jaguar or jagbard
Oh,
form.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bargwire? I don't know.
Bargwire. Love it.
Alright, so Silmorn's gonna come up here behind this dude and break out the sap some more.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that knocks him out.
I'm going to say that's correct.
Pretty good. Pretty good little knockout.
Pretty good. 32 damage.
Do I have enough movement to come down here as well?
Probably.
Alright, let's do that then. I'm gonna smack this guy that's tied up.
Okay.
Except I am not going to
He is...
use...
Okay. He's tied up and he's, Oh, he's restrained and he's grappled.
This is gonna say sword. It's not a sword. It's still the sap.
Yep. That's a hit. And he's unconscious as well.
Alright, perfect. So, can we say that combat is ended then?
We can.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Yolanda to drag him back into the middle of the darkness and tell Davril and Tila to come in here as well.
Hey, come on.
Alright.
Um,
I mean, do we just wander in?
yeah, bring the bad guys with you if you would.
I can't move.
I know
them,
you
but-
can't move them.
That's fine. They're in the darkness. They're all here.
I still have good hearing, so I can hear Silmorn.
Yep, so, I've got 50 feet of rope. Anyone else got some? Because I'm going to tie these dudes up while Tila maintains the darkness.
Yeah, I've got rope.
I got some rope.
I pull 50 feet of rope out and toss it at Silmorn.
Well, alright, so...
You miss because it's dark.
Yeah, I'll go pick up the rope, though. I'm not above that.
I throw it in his general direction. Yeah, here.
So I tie these 3 unconscious corpses up. I'm assuming they don't put too much of a fight.
Because they're unconscious.
Yeah, that's part of it.
You, you tie
and
them
then I'm
together
going
or separate?
separate.
Okay. With 2 pieces of rope?
No, Jeff gave me his as well.
Okay.
So I'm then going to pop open the door to the oddities and collectibles, and I'm going to push Tila and Davril through.
Okay, so you pull out your magic card, and
Yep.
because you're in the darkness, you can see all doors within safety, can see, or can open up into the magic shop, and you walk
Yep.
in with
No,
everyone.
I'm still in the alley.
Okay.
I've kind of like hand on the shoulder, like, hey, go this way, and gotten Tila and Davril into the magic shop.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put Yolanda in there as well. And then I'm going to drag in the three bodies. Or not bodies, but you know what I mean. The 3 dudes.
Okay. As you
And
do
then I'm
that,
going to come...
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and paint the picture for me, and I'll respond.
Alright, and then I'm going to come back and get Numi Aetherguard and bring him into the magic shop as well.
Okay.
So now we're all pretty far away from this. We're in a different part of town, and we're not in the darkness. We're all sitting in the shop with these 3 tied up, unconscious
in the
dragon
middle of the
men.
night.
Yep.
Okay. As you all pile into the magic shop, a bell rings over the door, as it always does. You walk past the mirror. Does anyone look at the mirror?
I'll look in the mirror.
Are you sure?
I don't know better.
Okay.
Oh God.
Wasn't prepared for this. Yolanda, you look in the mirror, and you see yourself standing next to Valkyr, kind of like in this like on a pedestal, kind of like almost on a mountaintop, but not really, except both of you are stone. It's almost like you're looking at a statue of the both of you.
Oh, that's weird.
And I assume you look away after that. Or do you investigate?
I just look away.
Okay. Does anyone else want to look in the mirror?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I've seen someone pointedly ignore it enough to know that.
And
I can't actually see into the mirror.
I've seen Gavril look into it, which is why I pointedly look away.
As you walk in, the shopkeeper comes down from the upstairs, yawning in a bathrobe. And he's like, "Oh, customer, what the fuck?"
Hey, we found a collar.
Yeah, you wanted some collars, right?
You didn't say whether they had to be attached or not.
I can't get them off just yet, but I'm sure you can figure it out. You wanted to inspect these.
He grabs the bridge of his nose and pushes down, and I think this is a super frustrating moment for him.
I like to think that he takes off his glasses and
Yeah, there's some face palming.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just like full Picard level, just.
And he's just like, "Oh fuck, I need coffee," and he walks into the back room, and you hear a coffee machine start to brew. And he comes back out with his cup in hand. He's like, "Okay, let's figure out this problem." And I think that's a great place to wrap it for tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I've got a collage of the shopkeep. I just put it in Discord.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yep, that makes sense. All right, I'm going to stop streaming. Say bye-bye, Internet. Bye-bye, YouTube. We're streaming on YouTube tonight.
Hi, YouTube.
Bye.
Everyone's still here.
I meant the viewers.
Yeah, well, yeah, the viewers. I have this fun thing I want to do as part of a way to deal with the magic shop. And it is, I have 4 questions I'm going to ask the party. And based on the answers, the more things y'all accomplish, the more things that will appear in the magic shop next time after a reset. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So my questions are, did we conclude the current adventure?
No, we were stopped halfway through by the DM.
My bad, guys. Have we saved...
I think we've got to get at least half credit for that one.
You'll get full credit later. Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Yes, we absolutely did save 3 dragon men from worse than certain death, and also from certain death at the hands of our party members.
Much to their chagrin.
I think that's fair.
They
Yeah,
wanted to die.
you might
but we
have
wouldn't
you
let them.
might have saved them from servitude, right?
Yeah.
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 Sure.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
You met a
Monks
new
are-
person.
Monks are a
Yeah,
thing now.
we learned that we need to go into great detail with plans.
Yes.
That's about the party, not about the world.
Well, we're part of the world.
Let's not get carried away.
Also, we learned that prisons can fly.
Okay, so you learned that the prison is an interesting fortress that has
Yeah.
abilities that you did not know it had before.
More more interesting even than we had already realized.
And
We learned about those collars from the shopkeep.
Yep.
Learned a lot about them actually.
that's true.
Yep.
And did we learn something new and important about one of the adventurers?
About one what?
About one of the adventurers. About one of y'all.
We learned that Davriel likes smutty romance novels.
The lusty Argonian maid.
You learned that Yolanda exists.
I think that's like an absolute. That is the thing. Yolanda was introduced.
We discovered that monks are a thing.
Okay. Yep. That is my 4 questions, and I'm going to ask them at the end of every session, and then when the adventure is concluded, that will trigger the reset of the shop with loot that is proportionate to the number of yeses that y'all acquired. Does that make sense? Kinda?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You
go out of
you
your
should-
way to do these things.
you should take those things down like a psychiatrist. So don't tell us what the answers are, like, or if they're satisfactory. Just be like, yes, I see. Excellent.
Just don't let you know if that's correct or not. It's like, yes, we discovered monks are a thing. Are you sure?
How did that make you feel?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's all I got. Now we're going to say bye-bye to YouTube. And I'm going to have to go
When do we-
eliminate these videos.